Diggs, Josh Butler, and rookie Shavon Ravel Jr., as well as DeMarvion Overshone, are all working back from injuries. In college football news, the Big 12 Conference has declined the Memphis Tigers' proposal of over $200 million to join the conference. Memphis would have waived their media rights revenue for a period of time if they were allowed to join. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday.
It has no feel. Tuesday has no feel.
On the Morning Huddle. Let's just do it as a countdown to training camp. We're about to head out to Oxnard, California.
Oh, yeah. When's your flight?
11 o'clock Saturday morning.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. And then first stop, the marijuana store.
I was going to say.
First stop. No, then, our second stop is because we're landing a day early. Okay. And by the time we arrive, that day's practice will be done. We'll have time to stop at our traditional deli in Calabasas,
okay,
where we last spotted and had breakfast very close to, though we never actually spoke to him. Who's the game show host, 2 and 2? Chuck Woolery.
Chuck Woolery?
Yeah, Chuck Woolery was having
back
locks.
in 2 and 2.
He was noshing with some of his friends having some locks and bagels.
Really?
So we,
Oh, my.
So, I mean, it's worthy of going back, right?
So there could be a love connection on this trip.
Didn't we eat there? I think
we
ate there last year.
on the way home.
But traditionally, we eat on the way out, and I think we'll have time to do that this year.
Okay.
Hey, y'all rent a car too, right?
We got to say the Cadillac minivans. It's a Pacifica.
We rent a minivan, Bubba.
It's the Cadillac.
And you might think that minivan doesn't go fast, but it goes fast enough to scare the piss out of our boss. I can tell you that much.
I had a picture it to his face, like,
he's like,
how fast you going up there?
Sweating.
Dude, in Dax's defense, in our suit's defense, I was sitting in front seat and I was a little white knuckled as well.
No, I was gonna say.
I mean, it wasn't horrifying, but it wasn't like a calm, comfortable, easy Sunday afternoon drive either.
I will say what I've learned since being here is San Antonio is so much more of a low-pressure driving situation than Houston.
Houston's awful.
Like,
I
Houston's
hate
awful.
Houston.
When you're stop it, Vic. You haven't been there in 30 years.
No.
No, but Houston's always been
2019.
awful. I mean, Houston, because
You've got to fight.
Well, you got to fight. You got to get there because San Antonio, we know it'll break, and if there is, it's probably an accident or construction. There's nothing we can do about it. So we just kind of chill.
Yeah, you gotta fight to get your spot. You gotta fight for every inch on the road. Here, it's just kind of easy going, and I'm, Vegas is the same way. You gotta fight. You gotta fight, and in Vegas, you also gotta. I mean, there's a bunch of people driving who don't live there and don't know what they're doing.
Right.
And that makes things a lot worse.
It's like a college town.
But so I don't know. What I'm gonna do, at least what I did in that moment was I established that I'm not gonna be asked to drive very often. So that's the good thing. Is I think next time we go out,
smart.
I don't think Dax is gonna be
I
like.
hate to drive too.
I don't think Dax is gonna say, "Hey Jay, I think you should drive." No, I don't think that'll ever happen again.
Not with him in the car. Not ever. Especially if he's in the far back.
That means you can drink
tossed
up.
around like luggage.
What's the speed limit?
You guys all right up there?
Is Chip's gonna pull us over?
Oh man, I went out. I went to downtown San Antonio last night. I went out on the Riverwalk first.
Oh, little home staycation, little romantic walk down there.
Well, no, we met my brother and his wife down there. My sister-in-law is in town for the Texas State Coaches Association thing, and so they're staying at a hotel, and my brother who works in New Braunfels was just like, all right, I'll drive down. So drove down and we went to, I forget the name of the place, the Tiki Bar. What's the
I don't know. It's been a minute.
Man.
I know I've never been in.
Oh, you never been in?
No. I mean, I'm not anti.
Hugman's Oasis?
Maybe. Oh, well, Hugman is the guy Robert Hugman is the guy that designed the Riverwalk, so that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Hugman's Oasis is where we went to start. And Hugman's Oasis, and this is kind of what I explained to my sister-in-law and really everybody was, I don't think that the drinks on the Riverwalk, because there's also a Pat O'Brien's on the Riverwalk, isn't there? What these bars all have in common is they're going to charge you about $15 to $20 for a drink.
For a fancy fruity tall drink with stuff in it, yeah.
It's not meant to taste good. It's meant to get you there. Like, it's
if you're
drinking Hurricanes, you're trying to get wrecked. You're not drinking that because
that's just barely edible, just so you could consume the remarkable amount of alcohol that you're putting down your gullet.
That's all it's for.
Yes,
and I'm pretty sure we got the four of us got 3 different drinks at this place.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't try the gals got painkillers, like the creamy, frothy pineapple coconutty ones. I got like a mezcal drink that it wasn't great, but it was good.
Okay.
My brother got a drink called the Zombie. It had absinthe in it. Like absinthe was, I think, the second ingredient on it. I was like, it was dreadful. Like I tasted it, I was like, I could never sit and drink this whole thing. He drank it,
drinking turpentine.
Yeah.
And then I said, I think we should get off the Riverwalk if we want to have a good drink. And we went over to have you heard of this? It's called Double.
Where is it?
It's on Houston Street, right across from the Aztec Theater.
Oh, okay.
I love when I tell a story and I can't remember the name of any
details or anything about it. What was it? A shot bar? A long bar?
A dive bar?
Dive bar?
No, it was a really nice double standard. It's called.
Okay, I know where double standard is.
Okay, I guess
that's relatively new.
Yeah, it's only like 3 years old, but they've got apparently good food. We didn't have any of the food.
I've come through on a majestic night. Yeah, it's a good bar.
But they've got
the old fashions and
and their whiskey list is very good. And on Mondays, little secret, after 6 p.m. whiskey half price. Oh yeah.
See, if they
yesterday happened to be Monday.
See, well, if they would do that on Tuesdays, downtown Tuesdays, there's no meters.
Oh,
you don't have to pay to park.
Yeah, I did have to pay $28 to park.
Yeah, you're funding. Well, we're helping to fund the. Remember, there's also the downtown tax. That helps to build our Project Marvel.
Okay.
So you're
that's why I stay home.
How's the crowd?
Muted.
Did you take a riverboat cruise?
No.
Did you see him?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ironically, my brother said, "You know who'd be really good at this? Your co-host." And I was like,
"You're kidding me."
I said, "Dude, he literally did this." He's like, "What?"
He used to do that.
Because we were talking about how you know everything about San Antonio.
Well, that's why part of that was I learned a lot doing that. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tip your boat drivers, by the way. Like being a street performer.
I was like, yeah, he would be good at that. He would be good.
Vaguely.
Yeah. No, but it was a good time. Good time out. And
man.
I rarely get down to like the downtown area.
And you get a sense of why people
around.
come here. You need to go down there every now and again just to get a sense of why people love our city, because it's a part we never go to.
Yeah, it's like I'm not big on the tourist trap Riverwalk part. The Riverwalk's really pretty. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but I know exactly what you mean.
But there's a lot of I realized yesterday there's a lot of cool little spots up and down the other streets, like off of the Riverwalk, that are probably worth checking out. That are places that generally I will end up not going very often because I try to avoid
the downtown
crowds.
Yeah,
like I don't like to be around a bunch of strangers. But
as we've seen the advent of the boutique hotel, as the the smaller, more customer conscious hotels have
kind of expanded off the Riverwalk. We've also seen the growth of the food and the bar scene because people are having to stay further away, and it's those that have the kind of money that are going to go sit in a Double Standards and drink the best bourbons and do all that kind of stuff. So we've seen over the last 20 years as they've refurbished the downtown and properties getting further and further off the river, we've seen the growth of the food scene just because of that. So while you might not enjoy it, there's people that'll come to San Antonio and never leave 5-block area. They'll just stay down there because there's enough to do down there.
Oh, yeah.
And if you get past the $28 parking, it's a good thing to do. But that's one of the things we run into as locals. I do think go down and taste it every now and then so you remember why we're here.
Now, I will say this. This is what they should do because San Antonio is a tourist town. I remember I moved here from a tourist town.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
In Vegas, if you are a local, you get
there should be more of that.
Cheaper parking or your first 2 hours are free of parking.
Oh, with the Las Vegas ID?
Well, yeah, if you've got a Nevada license.
I appreciate that, and I think we're about to reach that kind of critical mass where
because you don't want to turn people off from, who live here from going down there.
And that's one of the arguments initially when we built the Alamo Dome. We were like, it's hard enough to get people to come downtown, and if we add another penny tax on this thing, now it just makes it that much more difficult for locals. And there was a thought about, well, maybe we show an ID or something like that, but it never really kind of crossed the threshold.
That's really got to happen.
And I think we're probably getting to the size where I think we deserve that, especially if we're voting for this marvel that's going to be taxing all of this anyway. Let's tax the outsiders, not us.
Yeah.
Let them pay it.
It's real like in Vegas. If you go to I say any, I think like there's places like Fontainebleau that they don't have it, but like almost every casino on the Strip has 4 hours free parking for locals, and it's like so if you go down there for a meal,
it's
for a concert, whatever, you don't pay that. Because obviously they're gouging the people who are there to, that are flying in and, spending all their money on their vacation. But you don't want to gouge your locals.
And the attempt has always been, okay, well, how about downtown Tuesdays? Well, we'll have no meters, come down. But, you're like, who's going to go do it on Tuesday night?
Tuesday, yeah.
So I do agree that I think all the city lots and on the streets, there should be some sort of we should be able to get a break.
Yeah, like the garages or something. There should be something there.
We'll put that in the book. We'll get that done.
Okay.
Put that on the list.
Listen, when you quit this job and you become a city councilman or whatever you're going to do, I know I got a feeling you got a future in politics. In this town.
Big future.
But I think that's one of the things that we should really go after because, the people who live here shouldn't be paying $28 to park in a garage.
That we tax only foreigners living abroad.
Yes.
That would be my first campaign strategy. We're not going to pay for any of it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The tariffs will pay.
Well, it's a tariff.
The beautiful tariffs on the parking. Beautiful tariffs.
Well, I wish I'd have gone downtown. That sounds like a good evening.
It was a good time. Well, listen.
Did you eat some good food or?
No, I didn't. I ate before I went. Because we didn't meet until like 8 o'clock. I did eat good food. I ate leftover barbecue. But we ate like some small bites, like some coconut shrimp and some fries.
So at the tiki?
At the tiki place, and then we shared some cheese curds at the at Double Standard. That
little squeaky action.
I want to go eat a burger at that place. It looks like they got some good. It seems like they've got some good food. And when
we go see the Cult in October.
Oh, okay. All right. When they got booze like that, I mean, hell, I'm tempted to go see the Cult just to go sit around and drink that booze. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, one leads to the other.
That concert on a Monday night?
Let's hope.
If it is, I might be in. All right. We'll talk about Rob's night on the other side. Rob had
went back to the motherland.
Oh, Rob had a very exciting Aggie night
last night. Yes, sir.
We'll talk about that. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Heads up. We're getting reports of an accident on the northeast side at 35 northbound, right as you approach Pat Booker Road. Only the left lane open. A 10-minute delay has you slow from Weidner. Still have that stall at 37 northbound Southeast Military, now off to the shoulder. Road work continues 35 northbound, that off-ramp to Tupperwine. Road work blocking the exit ramp. On I-10, westbound the off-ramp to Zool Road, far east side of town. Road work has the exit ramp blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Texas Department of Transportation. If you think you need to speed, keep in mind that officers are out in force this month, reminding drivers to slow down or pay up. It's called Operation Slowdown. Speeding can cost you time, money, and hassle. It's just not worth it. A message from TxDOT.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff.
Now we can chill, Mom.
Guys, if you're dealing with constant tiredness, you're fighting a losing battle, your job, your relationships, your daily life, it's all affected by low T. You don't have to live like that. Get your life back with TRT at Synergenics and Low T Center. Regaining your energy is regaining your life. Know your testosterone level in minutes, then choose between at-home treatment or in-center care. It's never been easier to get started on TRT. Right now, the test is free, but time is running out. Go to fixmylowt.com to book your appointment today. fixmylowt.com.
You've decided to divorce. I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you're worried about getting the bills paid, childcare, and your divorce, we'll help make it simple, painless, and affordable.
Your future matters. Call the law office of Steve Benke.
Call 210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed cracks in your drywall, chimney, or exterior walls? I hope not, because if you have, they could be indications that you've got a much bigger problem with your foundation. That's where Groundworks comes in. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to stabilize your foundation.
Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.com/row.
Groundworks is the official foundation repair company of Texas Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ziprecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ziprecruiter.com/radio.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. No, wait, my phone! Come back! It's got my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life! Come back!
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
my debit card.
Their debit card.
Where did I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
It's Texas Quarter Horse Racing's biggest weekend at Retama Park. Friday is Summer Showdown and Saturday is Retama Park Derby and the $650,000 TQHA Futurity Race. Visit retamapark.com for all the details.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Hi, Dr. Damaso Oliva Jr. here, candidate for Rayfail 77. I invite you to join us for the 170 Grander Poker Tournament on Saturday, August 2nd. Proudly sponsored by Thomas J. Henry and benefiting the Rayfail 77 Scholarship Fund. We're putting $170,000 on the table, and it could be yours. The top women's and men's finishers each win $50,000. Register now at TexasHold'emSA.com.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Yeah, a little Rob Zombie to get you started on a Tuesday. The Living Dead Girl. What are you thinking?
You know, he has a sense of rhythm.
What do you mean?
Zombie's music has a beat to it, a thump to it. He's got whoever.
It's a little funk.
He jams on the one. He hits the one. Zombie has a beat to it. Always has.
Oh, yeah. Bring the giant down. I always said Rob Zombie's a cool dude, man.
I don't know if I'd want to spend much time with him, but I'd like to hang out with him when the sun's up. When the sun sets, I'll head on to church. But
I got one in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, during the day,
And
I think it'd be
stop
fun.
hanging out with it about 7, 6. Be like, I gotta go.
Gotta go. Sun's about to set.
I think you probably miss out on the most fun.
Yeah, but I want to keep the blood inside of my body.
Yeah, and think now Rob is Rob Zombie's a married man, but I would imagine hanging out with the young Rob Zombie, the chicks that would show up for him.
Oh, I bet.
Those gals.
She's all like, "What's your blood type?"
They do stuff.
Yeah. The only thing is, they've done that stuff with other dudes a lot. Hey, you're really good at this.
Yeah, they practiced, Rob.
Wow. I know practice makes perfect, but that was a 9.
You ain't trying to marry her. I mean, you meet a gal and you only got 15 minutes with her. You don't want to spend any time trying to explain things to her. You want her to know how to do stuff.
He tells you to limber up. You might want to go stretch out. What?
Oh man!
How are your hamstrings?
Rob, so Rob was at a special Aggie event last night.
It's the annual Aggie Coaches Caravan. They do 6 of them. Elko finished up last night here in San Antonio. Big turnout.
6 of them. So
Yeah.
Houston.
I was trying to do the math.
Houston, Dallas, or do they do Dallas and Fort Worth? Or
There are probably 2 Aggie clubs up there, I assume. I don't know.
Okay.
And then you probably got West Texas somewhere out there. North Texas, beyond, like maybe up in the Panhandle, maybe.
Did they do one in Austin?
I assume.
I would assume too.
I wouldn't. I honestly don't know. You got to figure down in the valley.
Yeah.
But anyway, this was the last of the 6. Big turnout, man. Aggies turn out to give up some money, so it was all to see Elko, but it was the biggest fundraiser for the Aggie Club. So lots of auctions and whatnot. But Elko got up and talked about the team and typical rah-rah stuff. But I did appreciate the fact that he looked out when he was done. He goes, all you guys, get over it. Get over it. And he was right. You battered Aggies, get over it. And you know what? He needed to say something like that because there's still a pallor of shell shockness. Or, we're still kind of like trying to figure out where our depth is after what happened to us and the drastic mistake. We're just coming off of a divorce or whatever you want to call it. And just we're starting to buy the good-looking underwear. We've hit the gym. We're feeling a little bit better about ourselves and about to get out there. I appreciated the attitude that he gave the Aggies. I appreciate it. Like, you know what? You're right. We made some mistakes, man. Let's not kid ourselves. Get over it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm down. I mean, because it's pretty easy to linger in what was.
Well, It's also his job to make you get over it.
Well, it's his. The reason he was hired is that's who he is. You can just tell that's the reason he has this gig was, I don't care what happened yesterday. I was here when we were successful. And, he had to talk about himself in the idiom of when I was defensive coordinator. And keep in mind, when he was here, we ended up number 4 in the nation. And he goes, the last time we were number 4 in the nation, we had X amount coming back. We have more dudes coming back now than that year. There's about 15, 16 total starters coming back. So the numbers look good. It depends on who's coming back. But the idea is there's at least some experience there. And, get over it, guys. All of the Jimbo stuff, that's all long gone. Any residual of that is gone. The players that he brought in, they either are graduated or fully bought in or long past. And the coaches that were here that were, they're all gone. Get over it. And I was, okay, I appreciate hearing that. It wasn't a bunch of false promises. It wasn't like, hey, we expect national championship, but there was the attitude of get over it, let's get to work. And I appreciated that more than anything else.
How long did he talk for?
Oh, a long time. In fact, because he's on a schedule, I'm sure he was trying to get back to the motherland for whatever business it was. He had a flight, but he took questions to the bitter end. So I think sum total, well over an hour.
Did you leave with a better impression of him than you showed up with?
Oh, I didn't have a negative impression.
No, but I
knew he was a no nonsense kind of guy. And
let's face it, when they hired Mike Elko, when they said Mike Elko's name, there was a lot of.
Well, when you hear him talk, you understand why he was hired, because the difference between Jimbo Fisher, who worked at about 250 words a minute. The rapid-fire used car salesman, this and that, and moving on. That is not Elko. That's just he is a very different kind of meat and potatoes, just get it done kind of coach. There's not a lot of rah-rah here. There's high expectations, and you'll live up to them or you won't. And we'll do everything you can to help you get there. But if you can't, there's somebody else who will. And there's no self-entitlement here. And I think that was one of the first things he had to get changed there. That just because you're getting paid doesn't mean you're worth the dollars until you're doing something. And I think that attitude has really kind of become the pervasive idea. You have to, when you're second, you got to try harder. And I think that's kind of become the attitude.
Well, good attitude.
And there's a long way. The best thing was I do feel like he feels like he has to convince the Aggie Nation that Marcel is up to task. He has to convince us, and it feels like he's trying to almost convince himself that
probably is.
That this is going to be all right, and he gave all the reasons why last year was tough, but there's no getting around the fact that you're starting with a bit of a deficit when you've got probably the 8th, 9th best quarterback in the conference. Good news is he's got every offensive line coming back, so lineman coming back. So there's some positives and negatives there, but you can tell that this is the second year in what was probably a 3 to 4 year rebuild plan.
So did people leave with smiles on their face?
Of course. Okay. Hope springs eternal. These Aggies, man.
Empty wallets and big smiles.
They were spending some money. It's the most during this silent auction. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but at A&M they host this thing called Brisket University. It's in January. They sell like 200 tickets. You come in and I guess you learn the arts.
Like a boot camp,
yeah.
Barbecue boot camp.
And when you buy in or when you get invited in, I don't know how exactly it works. You ended up with some gimme stuff to go home, but it's a hot ticket. Last night at the silent auction, that was the most expensive thing I saw get sold.
That's crazy.
2 tickets for nearly $8,000.
Wow. To go learn how to...
I guess Brisket U is the term.
Do they hand you a degree at the end?
I would hope for that.
I would hope so, too. It's at least like a...
Minored in meat science.
That's a semester of...
Smoke sciences. Hey, man. I would not be opposed to that being a degree.
Yeah.
At least an associate. You come out with your smoke sciences degree.
A meat science degree there, I know.
Oh, poultry science, all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
those barbecue science.
Those are the girls you want to date.
Oh,
yeah.
The chicken heads?
The ones that working on you. Yeah. Well, those are the ones that work outside the. My roommate dated a girl that was an animal husbandry major. So,
what?
Yeah.
That's the gal that sticks her arm in the
Yes, I witnessed that. We're talking about a glove that goes to your shoulder and you need every inch of it. I didn't know a human arm could go that far into an animal.
I don't want a woman who knows how to do that.
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
I don't want a woman comfortable.
Just glove up and dig in, baby.
Although I guess if you're clogged up, she could fix you.
Get in there.
Oh, well, yeah.
You never have that problem, though. You're
Oh,
always.
no, I'm always ready.
Yeah,
Gentle
very,
touch.
very regular. Vic is very regular.
Extremely.
Now, how many people were at this event?
Gosh, there was at least, I would say at least 50, 60 tables.
Oh, boy. 10 heads a table?
Probably.
Oh, man.
A lot of
Yeah.
Aggies.
There was a
And
whole
what's
bunch
the,
of Aggies.
What's the entry fee? What's the
I
what was
don't
the
know what
price-
the tables were,
price
but
of the
I would
meal or
imagine
whatever?
it was $100 to walk in the door, at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say it was like $500 a plate. Or
No, it wasn't that, but I saw the gradations of what you could have spent. You know, there's some money in there. There's some. I mean, this is typical.
What else was getting auctioned off? Was there like
There was
jerseys
hundreds of
and stuff like that?
Yeah. There was.
Was Dat win there?
No, Dat wasn't there, but I saw a couple of Dat's jerseys.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Dat's back coaching at A&M now.
Oh, I didn't know
Elko
that.
brought Dat back. Even Manziel's doing some consulting work. So, he's done a little bit of work in, bringing back the oldsters. But Dat Win is actually back coaching, which is
All right.
Well, he put
Did he
Elko's.
quit his Chick-fil-A?
I still think that's going on in the background.
Okay.
I still think you got to feed the kids.
Yeah.
But he is back on the campus, and when they to this day, when you watch any kind of highlight reel, any kind of motivational video, or any kind of Aggie propaganda, there's always a Dat Win hit. You can always see number 9 laying somebody out. It's just one of those great things to watch.
He's a cool cat.
Now, did you walk out with anything?
I left a couple of bids. I didn't see anything. I didn't do any of the high dollar stuff. Are you kidding?
Okay.
That's not. I was telling when this was going on, I was sitting next to Minix, and I go, "Can you imagine if I went home and told my wife I just spent $8,000 on Barbecue University on Brisket U?"
Well, yeah, I didn't think you would get that, but I thought maybe there was something tangible that you could hold in your hand and bring home to your wife and say, "Look what we've got."
Let me tell you, if you could fit A&M or you could paint it maroon, you could have gotten it there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's everything.
It's like Kiss. They have all the stuff.
You could literally have everything
Can you get an
in your
Aggie coffin.
Easy, I guarantee you.
Nice.
You could find a maroon white coffin.
But I'm talking branded.
I guarantee you that there is a licensed coffin firm.
Okay.
I have no doubt in my mind that they're probably doing pretty well. I've seen Dallas Cowboy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one more way to kick dirt on you when you're a Cowboy fan.
Yeah. No kidding. But I have seen the silver and blue with the star on it.
Yeah.
I have. It's a licensed Cowboy Calvin.
That's wild.
Maybe Mike will get in there.
All right, let's hit a break. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Heads up. We're getting reports of an accident on the northeast side at 35 northbound, right as you approach Pat Booker Road. Only the left lane open. A 10-minute delay has you slow from Weidner. Still have that stall at 37 northbound Southeast Military, now off to the shoulder. Road work continues 35 northbound, that off-ramp to Tupperwine. Road work blocking the exit ramp. On I-10, westbound the off-ramp to Zool Road, far east side of town. Road work has the exit ramp blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell.
If you want way more food for way less dollars, you've got it with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. From classics to favorites to new items like the Crispy Chicken Burrito. Get more for less. Only at Taco Bell. At participating stores, which vary. Limited time. Drinks exclude freezes. Tax extra.
Transform your water with Connecticut. For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station, $400 off with a trade-in, and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Don't wait. The offer ends soon. Call Connecticut today.
Free products and services are the best. They're next to non-existent, though. But the next best thing does exist. Barter. Alamo Barter. Right here in San Antonio, if you have a business and provide a product or service, you can barter with hundreds of other businesses that are already members. From trips to a medical visit, restaurants and home services, Alamo Barter is a great way for you to trade out your skills with others. Call Alamo Barter or visit them online at alamobarter.com. alamobarter.com.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teacher Mr. Torres.
Put me and just one Clorox wipe on a team? We can take on crayon smudges, sticky fingerprints on every surface, sneezes on the door handle, juice box explosion by the sink, snack crumbs, and don't even get me started on the bathroom passes.
Clorox disinfecting wipes. Teacher's #1 wipe.
Think about it. Bathroom passes.
Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
Missions fans, get ready for AARP $2 Tuesdays at Wolf Stadium, presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Enjoy $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more. Tonight, first pitch at 7:05 p.m. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at samissions.com.
When it comes to back-to-school shopping at Target, you can choose not to choose. From getting what you need to expressing who you are. With prices that make every choice feel right, why not choose all of the above? From backpacks, bedazzled kicks, and picture-day perfect styles as bold as they are. For bring your own lunch days to science project partner days, snack stash days, decorate your locker days, and paint outside the line days. All at prices that will definitely make your day. For all of the above, it's back to school at Target.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-499-9102. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-499-9102. That's 800-499-9102. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
All right, Takis fans. Wendy's knows you love your Takis Fuego chips. So we thought, why not make a Takis Fuego meal with a Takis Fuego chicken sandwich with spicy chicken topped with crushed Takis Fuego chips and creamy corn spread. Plus, it comes with Fuego fries inspired by Takis and a bag of Takis Fuego chips. If we had any more heat, we might start an actual... I told him this would happen. For an intense new take on Takis chips, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Includes 1 ounce Takis Fuego chips while supplies last. Takis and Fuego trademarks are used under license.
Looking for a place with character, cold drinks, and real Texas charm? Pull up a chair at the Lion and Rose in the Dominion. This local favorite, run by the Tharp family, serves up Southern hospitality, military pride, and seriously good food. Happy hour daily from 3 till 7 p.m. with $2.50 drafts, select wine, wells, and mimosas. Plus, tasty bites from just $5. Big screens, bold flavors, and a patio made for post-game hangs. Now open at 23330 West I-10. The Lion and Rose.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. No, wait, my phone! Come back! It's got my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life! Come back!
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teacher Mr. Torres.
Put me and just one Clorox wipe on a team? We can take on crayon smudges, sticky fingerprints on every surface, sneezes on the door handle, juice box explosion by the sink, snack crumbs, and don't even get me started on the bathroom passes.
Clorox disinfecting wipes. Teacher's #1 wipe.
Think about it. Bathroom passes.
Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Cowboys hit the practice field for the first time out of Oxnard, California.
We will have the latest from what we're hearing from Cowboys camp as well as the NFL.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Joe Reinagel. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Before Rob Zombie, there was Strange Love.
Yeah, there was.
Also a bit of rhythm.
You don't want to hang out with this guy at night either.
This is the guy. You only want to see these people at night.
Oh, we were talking about Rob's. It's Coach's Nights, they call it. Coach's Night.
Yeah.
We figured out where the 6 stops were.
Yeah, it's the first one was Brazos County, then Austin, Houston, Fort Worth, Dallas, and San Antonio. Yeah, the Fort Worth and Dallas were back-to-back nights, but I
imagine the Fort Worth turnout is probably a little bit bigger than the Dallas turnout.
Just certainly a different crowd.
I'll tell you what, a lot of pickups in that parking lot.
Yeah,
a lot of pickups.
Not surprised. What was the attire like? What'd you wear?
I didn't wear Aggie gear, and I should have. I was one of the, you get there, it's marooned out.
You were representing media.
I didn't want to. I wasn't sure if I was going to get a stand up with Elko or not. I didn't know. And turns out I was just there. I was just invited in as just to be there. But I thought maybe I'd get a chance to interview Elko.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to, be standing in Aggie gear, because if I was going to interview him, if I had the opportunity, I wasn't going to pitch softballs. I was going to ask him some questions.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to.
Where the hell's my title?
Something like that.
I paid for
something
a title.
I paid. I had some questions. But that didn't come to pass. So, no, I was not in the proper attire. So everybody thought I was like an outsider. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm class of 91. And I didn't, my ring.
You don't wear an Aggie ring.
I can't, it doesn't fit anymore.
Oh.
And I've never been, I can't wear rings. I have a phobia of my fingers swelling up. So even my wedding ring's rubber.
What?
I have, when I was a young man, I had a signet ring on my pinky, like a family crest kind of ring thing.
It's very fancy.
Oh, it's a gift.
It's
but I
very
was
fancy.
wearing it because I thought it looked cool. I didn't realize it was kind of mobsterish, but my fingers swelled up.
When they would send out mail, Rob would put a wax seal on it.
So I could do the seal.
It's like, what? That's the electric bill. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, that's how I send my mail.
Because I can.
Hold on, let me melt the candle. So I had to have it cut off.
What?
I had an allergic reaction and my finger swelled.
To bees?
No, it was a food allergy.
Okay.
I had to have it cut off, and ever since then, I've had this horrible phobia about something swelling up on my fingers. So I couldn't wear my wedding ring anymore, so I had to start wearing this rubber one.
What?
Seriously, man. I have this. Even my watch has a rubber. I had to stop wearing metal-banded watches because I now have this weird phobia about my hands and wrists swelling to where I might have to cut it off.
Now, I have rubber rings for when I was fighting. Like if I was going to jiu-jitsu or whatever, I would break my fingers all the time. And
yeah, I can get it.
I worried if I broke that finger with because I have my wedding ring is like tungsten or something. Which
so they ain't cutting that off.
It ain't getting cut off.
Oh, see, I'm not dealing with that.
And I was like,
that gives me the willies,
yeah,
man.
So when I would train, I would have a rubber ring. Or lifting weights or anything like that, just because I didn't want my fingers to break. But
I kept losing my wedding ring because I'd take it off because I'd feel like my hands were itchy and I'd take it off. And I kept losing it.
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all about you.
Well, I mean, so now I have to wear. I have to wear.
I was pumping gas. I put my wedding ring on top of the car. Next thing you know, it was in the ditch.
So now I could lose this. That it's not that big a deal. I started wearing this thing. It's been probably 15, 20 years ago, a long time ago. And my mother, she was like, I thought only gay men wore black wedding bands. I was like, what? She goes, I saw you're wearing that. I thought only gay men wore. I was like, first of all, that's not true. I don't know where that came from.
Secondly, Mom, I have to tell you something.
Yeah. I'm so glad you brought it up.
Yeah.
As long as you're okay with it now.
It's like I hadn't heard that, but maybe that's in the Better Housekeeping. I don't know. But,
that's funny.
I thought only gay men had.
Oh, Rob.
Well,
Robert, what's happening?
So glad you brought that up.
Does Kelly know?
Does Kelly know?
Yeah.
Shh, Mom, don't say that.
Not yet.
Like,
Ixnay
they can wear whatever.
On the...
They can wear whatever wedding ring they want. I didn't know it was particularly that, but that I've been wearing this one since then.
So is that the original one you bought?
Oh no, I've lost. I mean, these things stretch out.
I know. I was gonna say I burned through those things.
So you can buy them by like the dozen off Amazon. Okay. So yeah, I have.
Okay.
I've lost them, but I have a ready supply.
Okay, you got there's like a replacement toothbrush head, just like ready to pop on. All right. Let's hit our last break of the first hour. We got coming up next in the 7 o'clock hour. I want to get into this Micah stuff, see what's going on there. I do want to I want to talk some football today. We've got a bunch of sound to play. We'll do that. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and the Gomez Law Firm present the second annual Back to School Drive, Saturday, August 2nd from 11 till 1 p.m. or while supplies last at the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Free backpacks and school supplies for all school-aged children while supplies last, so don't be late. Presented by the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Sponsored in part by North Park Toyota, Centromed, Romo Door Supply, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
Guys, if you're dealing with constant tiredness, you're fighting a losing battle, your job, your relationships, your daily life, it's all affected by low T. You don't have to live like that. Get your life back with TRT at Synergenics and Low T Center. Regaining your energy is regaining your life. Know your testosterone level in minutes, then choose between at-home treatment or in-center care. It's never been easier to get started on TRT. Right now, the test is free, but time is running out. Go to fixmylowt.com to book your appointment today. fixmylowt.com.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius, or two half-geniuses, and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
More fiber and laxatives, eh?
Who are you?
I'm future you.
Future me?
Constipation with belly pain still coming back? Our doctor figured it out. It's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Take a swing at picking baseball this season on Underdog. Hi, Jason Minix here from The Blitz. Underdog is a leading place to make all your sports picks. Millions of fans have won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? It is easy and fun to do. I love playing the pick'em game on Underdog. All you have to do is download the Underdog app and choose whether a player will go higher or lower on one of their stats. You can choose from things like home runs, strikeouts, total bases, and so much more. And you can play for as little as $1. So download the Underdog app. Sign up now with promo code STAR to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. Again, use my promo code STAR when you sign up at Underdog. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See underdogfantasy.com/web/deposit-match-terms. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
When it comes to back-to-school shopping at Target, you can choose not to choose. From getting what you need to expressing who you are. With prices that make every choice feel right, why not choose all of the above? From backpacks, bedazzled kicks, and picture-day perfect styles as bold as they are. For bring your own lunch days to science project partner days, snack stash days, decorate your locker days, and paint outside the line days. All at prices that will definitely make your day. For all of the above, it's back to school at Target.
Eczema flaring up again? We have good news. Exoderm. If you or someone you love suffers from eczema or dermatitis, get Exoderm, the common sense answer for eczema. This stuff really does work. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives. Take back control of your eczema with affordable, fast-acting Exoderm Flare Control Cream. Exoderm. It's in the first aid aisle of your local Walmart, H-E-B, and other fine stores.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Morning Huddle. We'll lick your boom boom now.
What's the?
I lick your boom boom
Who's
down.
this guy? What's his name?
Snow.
Snow.
Yeah.
It's the one daddy Snow.
He looked like a Snow too.
From that point, I've not reached my destination, but
you
the destination
You
reaching
hear
out the
this?
east
you
away,
go,
Sean.
This is a white dude from Canada with glasses.
Yeah.
He's a Rasta, man.
That's uptown Toronto to you.
Reggae man. Morning Huddle 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star. You know what I saw yesterday? They closed, or I would have maybe gone in and scoped it out. But there's a store downtown. I think it's called Western Brands.
Uh-oh.
And it's like
good hats
going out of business. And it's like everything must go. And it's got all these cowboy hats and boots. I was like, I ought to go in there and see if my cowboy hat is in there. If the right cowboy hat for me is in there.
I need an open road.
Man.
What I covet. I've reached the age where I can actually wear one of those.
I still think like I in my mind, I'm a black cowboy hat guy.
Yeah, but you can't wear that year round.
Oh no, you can't.
Boy, you put on a black cowboy hat, walk outside this week, it'll cook your brain.
I know. But I mean, if you're wearing a felt cowboy hat this week, period,
yeah,
you're probably hurting. But
I've never had a felt hat.
Oh, really?
Only straw. I'm not a big hat wearing anyway, but if I am wearing it, it's normally hot.
Yeah. Like, do you have a work cowboy hat?
Yeah.
That's funny. I have a straw cowboy hat that when I would go up to Dallas for the Cotton Bowl or the Texas OU game, we did our show at a place called the Hofbrau.
Oh yeah,
like a little steakhouse there, and right next to it is a hat store. And they took me, Rod Babers, and Ahmad Brooks. I'm pretty sure they thought I was a football player.
Yeah.
Because I was hanging out with two other football players.
Dudes, so yeah.
And they gave us all
sweet
straw cowboy hats, and they branded like a little Longhorn logo on the edge of it.
Did it look good?
It looked good.
Yeah.
I still have it.
Yeah.
I mean, I never wear it, but I still have it. But it's a straw hat.
It sounds like a good work hat.
But I don't think I could.
Oh wow, look at these.
I have
you looking
a
for those?
palm frond hat too, and palm frond hats are too heavy.
I bought one of those hats when I was in Puerto Rico. Like
Did you?
A big giant.
Sweet, but they weigh about 5 pounds.
It's
but
got
you can get them wet.
It's got a rooster on it. It's like, yeah. Nice. I was tourism 101 right there, buddy. I was
some maracas too.
I was walking around in that in my Roberto Clemente jersey. I was just like, yeah.
Did they have any bullwhips?
I didn't see any bullwhips. I'm sorry. I thought about you. I was like, I told my wife, I was like, we got to get Rob a bullwhip while we're here. And they just didn't have any. They didn't have any. I'm sorry to say. But maybe they have it at that store downtown that's going to close. We ought to go check it out.
What's it called?
Western Brands, yeah. I'm saying, I think it was like, said half off or something like. Now, it might be one of those stores where it's always a sale.
What I was afraid of.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, that's not real. Or it's like, I don't know. But I saw it. I was like, ooh, maybe it. And then we also walked by the Paris Hatters yesterday.
The destination.
That looks fancy. Very, very, very fancy.
Been putting hats on heads for a long time.
That's right. All right. When we come back, we're going to get into some sound from Jared Jones, mostly on Micah, and to start discussing what's going on with this. Are we
picking fights?
It's very weird what's going on. I don't get it. It's like I'm not trying to say Jerry's like past his expiration date, but he's doing some things. He's doing some things that are questionable.
He is getting smaller.
Yeah,
he's shrinking.
We'll talk about that next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
What up, Mario Lopez here? You know, I love me a throwback like the Staples Easy button. It's back and bringing more easy than ever. Custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Plus, next day delivery to over 98% of the U.S. Yeah, Staples, that was easy.
My name is Jessica. Years ago, I was diagnosed with a thyroid condition. I slept all the time, was fatigued, had no energy, and a bad attitude. Now I've lost 50 pounds and I'm still losing. My medications have been scaled back, my emotions are stable, and I have lots of energy. People at work say I'm happy, perky, and my husband says he's not walking on eggshells around me any longer. The Institute for Functional Health changed my life.
Call for your complimentary consultation, 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Big year. I'm starting middle school.
Welcome to the jungle, Missy.
Best part? My parents promised me a new laptop.
Perfect for homework, essays, and drudgery.
So we went to Staples. They had all the latest tech, and laptops were up to 40% off.
Woo! Another back-to-school budget saved by Staples Easy Button.
Mom high-fived the cashier. So embarrassing.
Staples.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. In 23 select models only.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Game day starts at home, and Romo Door Supply delivers the win. From sturdy entrance doors to stylish interiors, Romo's got what your home team needs. Visit RomoDoorSupply.com. Quality doors, unbeatable prices. That's RomoDoorSupply.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where did I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Aloha! Dreaming of sandy beaches and ocean breezes? JTV's Tropical Treasure Sweepstakes could make that dream come true. Enter for your chance to win a fabulous Hawaiian getaway for two with luxury accommodations, airfare, and spending cash. Plus, just for entering, get $30 off your next qualifying JTV purchase of at least $99 when you opt in for emails. Don't miss out. Visit jtv.com/sweeps and enter by August 3rd. JTV, where paradise awaits.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Hey, it's Rob here. Join us. I'm going to be out here with the Blitz at Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits for a fun house tour. Bring your babies and enjoy free food for your pets. We got barbecue for you this Wednesday, July 23rd from 2 to 6 at Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. It's right off 35 in Selma.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive can help you protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, and RV, and more. And if something wasn't mentioned that you had in mind, find out if it can be covered at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, because it probably can be.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still dealing with this trouble spot on 35 upper level, northbound just past Alamo Street, right at, around Cesar Chavez Boulevard. Got an accident that is taking up 2 left lanes, downtown area. 90 eastbound, that's starting to fill in. 211 to right around Loop 410, that's slowing down. On I-10 westbound, that off-ramp to Zool Road, that is road work, exit ramp blocked. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. That number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys have opened training camp in Oxnard, California. Cornerback Trayvon Diggs, Josh Butler, and rookie Shavon Ravel Jr., as well as DeMarvion Overshone, are all working back from injuries. In college football news, the Big 12 Conference has declined the Memphis Tigers' proposal of over $200 million to join the conference. Memphis would have waived their media rights revenue for a period of time if they were allowed to join. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
7:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You see this last night, Shohei Ohtani hits a homer and gives up a homer in the first inning. First guy since 1979, I think, or something like that, to hit a home run and give up a home run in the first inning of the same game.
Well, his plus minus is 0, so it could be worse.
That's right. Yeah, got it back.
Got that.
Did a bat flip too. I don't like that.
I would be flipping on him too.
God, what a player.
Is that sunflower seeds?
Yeah. What a freaking player. I'm telling you, we are lucky to be witnessing this. I think we're gonna look back and go like, dude, I got to see Ohtani in his prime. Like, that's gonna be a cool thing.
That's how I was with Jordan growing up.
I know.
True.
I think it's gonna be a very similar thing, and like people don't realize it quite yet how incredible it is. But there's been a few of those guys. Like as I think Tiger was kind of like that. I still think I don't care. I still think Barry Bonds is like that.
No, you're right. I think so much of those that weren't around to see Barry, you had to have seen him do it. Because some of it has been whitewashed over because of the other stuff. But if you were alive or paid attention during that time, there hadn't been anything like that since Barry. I mean, there really hasn't. Somebody who was just absolutely terrifying.
No, I mean, he was just
terrifying because it didn't have to be the homers, and that was coming. But he was going to put the bat on the ball.
Dude, he was getting intentionally walked with the bases loaded because they were like, oh, we'll rather give up 1 run than 4.
Yeah, it was. Seriously, right? For about 3 years, it was there was nothing better, and you had to have been there because the legend didn't live on.
Yeah, and I know, and obviously we all were fortunate to be around for the Jordan stuff. Yep. I think we'll also in 20 years look and say, man, we got to see LeBron, and he'll be appreciated in a different way.
Absolutely.
After he's done,
he will probably definitely be more appreciated the further he gets away from the game.
I mean, Kobe was almost instant.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as Kobe retired, he was like, oh, wow, he was really good. And then he died, and suddenly he became like, he's the second best player of all time.
He became a saint at that
point. Yeah. The patron saint of rape accusations, they call him. That was an available thing, and they were like, who better? Who better to do it?
Stimulated the jewelry market. Remember that big old ring he had to buy?
Oh, my God. All right. On to Micah Parsons, and the still no deal, obviously. We would have led the show if there were a deal. Right. And it's interesting. It's interesting that this is still being talked about publicly. It feels like Micah's made his piece known. Like, I want to be here. I want to be a Cowboy. I'm not looking to be the highest paid player ever. At least that's what he's saying out loud. Who knows if that's true or not? But for once, we've heard a lot more from the player than we have from the organization when it comes to Cowboy negotiations. Normally, you hear a lot more from Jerry than you do from the player. At least that was the case with Dak. It was certainly the case with CD, who I don't think even talks. With Micah, Micah's so media savvy. He's out there doing stuff. He's getting his side of the story out there.
And doing it perfectly. He is doing everything absolutely right.
Dude, he has come across like the perfect team guy, like saying, I'm going to be there no matter what. He is doing everything you can do the right way. They asked Jerry what was going on with this and if he expects Micah to work even though the contract's not in place.
Well, everybody here is under contract. Everybody. Yes. And so that's what that is. From the standpoint of, let's say, what happens relative to, I'm looking at the entire NFL when I say this, and that's players that are under contract and teams looking to make it better for the team and for the player. In terms of that, that is incumbent if you're in that price range. When you're up there in that top 10%, so to speak, of the league, and that top quartile of your team, leadership is really big. And leadership exhibits himself when you're negotiating as well. And so I'm appreciative of Micah being here. I am. And it's incumbent upon us all. We've got a player that we've docked him for not being here during off-season workout, as you well know. And we will fine him for that because those parts of a contract to go directly toward the leadership that he's is as a player relative to the rest of the team, and certainly, obviously, to our fans as well. So I'm big into, and not alone either, big into showing anything you can do for leadership if you're going to be one of these guys that are in the top drawer of all the money.
Okay. Yeah, I like that top drawer of the money. But help me remember this, Rob. We were at training camp last year. Did we talk to CeeDee Lamb at training camp last year?
No.
Why not?
He wasn't there.
Oh.
Yeah, you had my jersey. Remember, you were supposed to sign.
Yeah,
he wasn't there.
Well, he wasn't there, and so saying everybody is under contract and everybody's expected to be there, how quickly we forget.
Right, and the year before that, Zach Martin wasn't there.
Wasn't there.
So we're used to this.
So the fact that you've got a guy who is,
treat him as such.
Yes.
But I get the sense, now we heard through the grapevine in the winds that they were real close to a deal not long ago.
Okay.
That they had come within inches of actually getting this done. And at the last minute, Jerry wasn't going to give on something. I don't know what it was, but it didn't happen. And I think that there's some hurt feelings now. And yesterday, Jerry talking about signing Micah and saying, keep in mind, he only played 6 games last year or missed 6 games last year. So there's some negotiating going on through the media when your owner says, yeah, I need to make sure the guy I'm going to pay actually plays all 16 games if possible, because it happened to me the year before when I signed a big quarterback deal and he missed all those times. So, while you're under contract doesn't mean you're actually playing, and I want to pay a guy who's ready to play. I think that I think they're closer to a deal than we think if they're sniping at each other like this. I really do think that they're well beyond most of the prereqs. I'm pretty sure they're even close to the dollar amount. It's just right now it's going to be how is it delivered and how much of it's guaranteed. And when I hear owners talking about availability, we're talking about guaranteed money then, you know?
They asked Jerry if there are frustrations over the negotiations with Micah.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. We do, and I don't mean this, I have things undone, dangling participles. I bet I have 20 of them every day in some pretty serious areas. You can't have it all done at the same time. It doesn't work that way. And so this is just a part of it. We've got, again, I want to mention that we're here with everybody under contract. 2 years ago, we were here, and I think Zach Martin wasn't here. You had a situation, although we had a contract, so you worked through that. I was looking at this documentary, and it spent some
Yogurt
time
shop
going
murders.
back in the Emmett Smith negotiation.
Good.
And what was going on there. There's nothing new about what we're talking about here today relative to contracts. That's been going on a long time. Now, you say, well, if you don't get him in, are you going to lose the first 2 games and then go on to win the Super Bowl? Well, we'll take that.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah. Well, they got some. There's some of these quotes that are. I don't want to say cartoonish, but kind of cartoonish. Here's Jerry talking more about Micah.
The other thing I would say is contracts are 4 or 5 years. There's a lot of water under the bridge if you step out there and do something in the first 2 or 3. You can get hit by a car. Seriously. So there's a lot to look at over a lot of years that could make a big difference. Have you ever heard of any clubs committing to players and then they didn't pan out after they committed to them? We have.
Oh, you could get hit by a car.
You could, man. Lightning strike you.
Yeah, we're
You
not
get
looking
poisoned.
to do a 5-year deal. You can get hit by a car.
Things blow up, Micah.
Like, I mean,
things explode all the time.
Planes crash, and then we're stuck paying a guy who died in a plane crash.
Dozens of people spontaneously combust every year, just burst into flames.
You ever heard of a shark attack?
It happens all the time.
Happens all the time. You ever heard of a player getting signed to a long deal, getting eaten by a shark, and you still got to pay out the contract? Well, I have.
It could happen.
I've been there. I've seen it.
I've been around. This is my first rodeo.
I've seen it.
I think
you could get hit by a car.
Oh, Jerry's just
he's
just warming up, man. Just warming up, finding his groove.
Like imagine you're in negotiations and he's like, "Well, one of the concerns we have is
you might get hit by a car.
Car strikes is if
we're gonna build in. You're not allowed in any street.
Yeah. How close have you ever come to actually being struck by a car? Oh boy. They asked Jerry because the big news. Remember, Jerry didn't know Micah's agent's name. Like he was like, I don't know who that is. They asked him if he's spoken with the
What's his
agent
name?
now.
What's his face?
Oh yeah, that fella. He's a nice fella.
I've talked with people that have talked to him. Let's put it like that. I don't necessarily talk to these agents, or I don't necessarily talk to attorneys, and I do stuff everywhere, and I don't necessarily talk to the people that are hired to do certain things. I talk to the principals 90% of the time.
I don't know what that means.
Well, he means he talks to the players.
Oh,
but my thought is this: like, if Jerry fancies himself a GM,
he does.
How would you not talk to the agent?
No, it's smarter to talk to the player. I don't want to talk to the agent. No, tell me. You never want to talk to the attorney.
Okay.
Never. You want to talk to the person. The more you talk to the person, the better off you're going to be. Yes.
All right.
Because one, you'll find their motives. Whatever their motivation are, I need to know that, and I don't need the cover of their representation. Now, a good attorney, a good representation will never let you talk to them. But in a situation like Jerry, I can see why I'm going to talk to Micah, and you go talk to your agent.
Okay.
And the finer details are going to be handled by Steven and the agent. That stuff will be worked out, and Jerry's not going to be in that room. But That's negotiating 101. Get past the face and go to the principle. I get that, and that's one of the reasons this is so slow, because that's the way Jerry does business. If you're going right with the agent, you're already. I mean, if he's working under the understanding that I have full rights to negotiate and close the deal with you just okaying the end, it happens much faster.
We got some more sound we're going to play, not just about Micah, but about some other stuff going on at Cowboys camp as well. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm going to tell you about Carbach Brewing. My good friends up at Carbach Brewing. Might take some Carbach out to Oxnard with us, just so we have some lying around the house out there. Sit on the beach, drink some of that. Good place for it. And, again, easy to get in San Antonio, not so easy to get in Oxnard, California, I would imagine. San Antonio, though, they've made it a priority. They said we're going to have our beer all over San Antonio, and it certainly has been all over San Antonio. That was the first keg sold outside of Houston, came right here to San Antonio, and they have been moving it here since, friends. Whether it's the Love Street or the Hopadillo, which is their flagship IPA, Love Street, their best-selling Cole-style blonde, or if it's something outside the box a little, maybe the Ranch Waters, the Crawford Bock and Ziegenbach are always favorites. There's something at almost every bar and restaurant in town that's got some Carbach to it, whether it's a tap or in a can at least. It's not very difficult to find. Of course, you're going to find it at all the grocery stores and liquor stores. So when you're out and about, you're doing your shopping, maybe you're going out for a beer with your boys, go ahead and ask the bartender to please make it a Carbach.
Ray, the College of Healthcare Professionals, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hunger striking, snack time calling, it's crunch time. Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds brings you the boldest protein-packed crunch you can't resist, with mouth-watering flavors like hot honey, sweet barbecue, and sea salt and cracked black pepper. Why settle for chips when you can level up your snacking game? Plus, they're low-carb, high-protein, and made for adventurous appetites. Score big flavor today. Grab Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds at H-E-B.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glowing Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash. Thanks to Good to Grow, kids' ticket prices half off. Coming July 26th and 27th to Frost Bank Center in San Antonio. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-499-9102. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-499-9102. That's 800-499-9102. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Football season is coming. Is your home ready for the watch parties? Upgrade your entry game with Romo Door Supply. Tough, stylish doors at prices that score. Visit RomoDoorSupply.com today. That's RomoDoorSupply.com, where home starts strong.
By texting 64000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Babbel. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at Babbel.com/TNC.
How did Babbel become the award-winning language learning app? We thought of you, all of you. Take Sierra. As a visual learner, she uses Babbel's wordplay videos. Malcolm is a listening learner, so he checks with Babbel's speech recognition to be however you learn. Babbel makes it easy. Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you text radio to 64,000. That's radio to 64,000.
When I wake up, the best mornings in the morning light start with Wrangler. I pull on my jeans and I feel all right. Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teacher Mr. Torres.
Put me and just one Clorox wipe on a team, we can take on crayon smudges, sticky fingerprints on every surface, sneezes on the door handle, juice box explosion by the sink, snack crumbs, and don't even get me started on the bathroom passes.
Clorox disinfecting wipes, teacher's #1 wipe.
Think about it. Bathroom passes.
Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
Banger meatball.
Somebody's going to have to explain that to me.
What a banger meatball is?
As opposed to a regular meatball.
Well,
banger in Britain, it means sausages are sometimes called bangers due to their tendency to burst open when cooked.
That can't be right.
Well, that sounds like fun. I'm sure it's delicious.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime.
Tony says, AJ, you should swing out to Tarantula Hill Brewing in Thousand Oaks when you're in Oxnard. How far is
right there?
Okay.
It's in between. It's just north of Calabasas, just on the other side of the hills.
Okay.
Thousand Oaks, right there on the 5. It's going to be interesting to drive down the 5 and see. This is post-fire.
Yeah.
Down in Malibu. Right. It's going to be interesting to see. We'll bring it to you. You'll see it too.
There's a brewery there in Oxnard called Casa Agria.
It's good.
They've got a bunch of fancy beer. They used to do a bunch of sour stuff. I don't think they do much of that anymore. But last time we were there, the owner came out, and I was telling him about how I really enjoyed their old sour program, and he brought me out some old school stuff.
You did. It was like unmarked. It was unmarked growlers.
Yeah, buddy. It pays. You know me, Vic. I speak the lingo.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
Of course.
And then they go, oh, well, maybe you'd be interested in this. Yeah. And next thing you know, we're getting special customer treatment.
You're an IPA guy, right?
I mean, I like all kinds of stuff, but
right.
You know,
but you know what you're talking about.
For the most part, when we're out, he gets it. I take a little drink of it and go. Oh, that's good.
Delicious.
That's good. Is there a Pilsner?
No.
Do you have a Pilsner, maybe?
You have an ultra
You have like a lager, kind of a light, kind of a girly drink.
You have
like
an ultra light zero.
I'm looking for basically carbonated water with a yellow crayon dipped into it. Do you have that?
Yeah.
Something akin to ultra, but you know, with a powerful flavor.
Yeah. With a little more
oomph to it.
Yeah.
Like a light mead.
And they look at him and they go, bro, no.
Well, no, what's the other one? A limbic? Do you have a lambic?
Yeah. Lambic, only brewed in Belgium, by the way.
I'm looking for a lambic, but lighter. You know, something more, accessible. Oh, you mean like an ultra? Yeah. But I'm too embarrassed to order that.
Yeah, I would never order that here.
That's for everyday Joes. I'm a drinker, but
you never order that
here. That's what I would have to order if I was drinking it.
A Michelob Ultra?
Yeah.
I want people to question whether it's even a beer.
Michelob Ultra Zero, probably.
Yeah, dude. If you drink that stuff, you don't know if it's beer.
Yeah,
it's just
it might be beer. I don't know.
Might as well just do the whiskey.
It's like I said, I drank like 14 Lone Star Lights and didn't get a buzz. Like
That's why I like it.
Holy.
That's like
yeah,
Billy Bob Thornton from Landman. This is not alcohol. This is light beer.
Light beer.
It's not alcohol.
There's more alcohol in orange juice.
Yeah, basically.
It really is a trick. Light beer is a scam. Like it's
It is.
I'll drink maybe.
It's
I'll
an
get
excuse to go to the bathroom every 30
maybe about
minutes.
4 or 5. I'll get a buzz.
Yeah. No, dude. On light beers. Well, I mean, I guess you're like you took a shot and you were drunk for 3 hours.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, light beer. It's almost impossible for me to get drunk off of light beer for sure. I don't know how people do it, but I guess they do.
You got to start early.
You got to go hard. But yeah, we'll do some good drinking out there in Oxnard. There's I know. Just like I make Rob go to the fancy brewery. Rob makes me go to the place that's like the worst bar.
We go to the worst bar in the world,
and it
the
really is. It is
the worst
terrible
bar. There's literally sand on the floor, and the smell of urine wafts for miles. You can just smell the bathroom.
It's a giant outhouse.
And
it's basically a giant outhouse. Yes.
And Rob and Jason and Joe are so excited to get there, and like.
We class up the joint.
And they're not okay. And it's not like they're going there to drink like some fancy stuff that you can't get anywhere else. They just want to get there and drink swills.
Drink the swill and take in the ambiance of what is the worst bar in the world.
Yeah. It's not my favorite bar. I can tell you that much.
But it's a place to go.
It's a place to go. Rin says in Europe, Heineken is considered a girl's beer.
Oh, God.
Heineken.
Bitter beer face, man. Skunk beer.
I've tasted that before.
I'm just not a fan, man. I mean, I'm just not. But I think most of it that we get here always just tastes old.
Yeah, but
so
also
maybe it's fresher
there's something to like the skunkiness of that beer in general.
I remember Corona smelling like that skunkiness.
Well,
Corona.
Corona is the
lemon.
biggest con ever pulled on women.
Why on women?
Because that was an easy chick beer, but
it's got a lime in it.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's good.
What a con.
It's gotta be
so
good.
This is the expensive stuff.
And that's the worst
Anybody
part.
had ever been to Mexico and suddenly Corona got big and you're like, seriously?
Yeah,
you guys are after this? This is the stuff they would bring you in Mexico when they figured you were a tourist.
Yeah, I hate having to pay if I buy a Corona and they're like, oh, that's the import price.
Import?
Stop it. Terrible. All right. Back to Jarrah. Jarrah. Here's an interesting comment about Terrence Steele and Trayvon Diggs that he made yesterday.
Frankly, should we have waited on Diggs and Steele? Oh, you brought them up. I didn't.
Now, I think
we know what the answer to that is.
Diggs, I'm not blaming him. I mean, you get hurt. You can't help that. Now, I think he could redo Steele. I think if he could reevaluate, if he could turn it back and sing with the vampire, I'm not sure he'd have signed Steele. I'm not sure he'd have redone it. But you know what?
Anytime I'm like, he's going through these negotiations with Micah and CeeDee Lamb, guys he knows who are like legit established great players, and Terrence Steele it's like he showed him like 5 minutes of something and he was like, I'll take it. It's like he went to a timeshare meeting and just bought an island. It's wild.
Steele fell into that category of dudes that Jerry felt like he saved or he owned. You think about what he did with Sean Lee over and over. And remember Jalen Smith, drop foot?
Yeah.
And now it's Steele. And I think there was another one in there that got paid too soon and too much. And now Sean Lee got it because, man, everybody just felt horrible because he was so good, but a sneeze, he'd be out for a week. He just couldn't stay healthy. But he sold it. He sacrificed every ounce of himself to play, and Jerry appreciated that and paid him too much.
Yes.
Jalen Smith couldn't walk when we drafted him, but, he worked so hard and was such a nice dude and paid him way too early and way too much. It's Terrence Steele, undrafted rookie free agent, showed up when we absolutely had to have him and had, for a rookie free agent, a hell of a year. way too much too soon because
Yes.
Jerry felt like this personal connection of it's you and me, bro, and you did it for me, and I'm going to do it for you. And that's just the way he works. His mentality is, and it's always been to his fault and to the gain of the players. You get paid when you earn it, not before you earn it like most NFL teams. Because if you pay before you earn it, it's always a bargain for the team.
Yeah.
But Jerry pays you like it's the corporate world, like it's any business we go to. You aspire to something, you earn the promotion, and then you get it once you've earned it. That's not how you run a sports franchise. You have to bet the come on these guys. You have to bet early that you have to see it coming, pay them soon, and make them be a bargain in 3 years. That's not the way the Cowboys work. If you're very good or you try really hard, you get paid. That's how Jerry does it, and everybody knows it. Eventually, Taco, he's going to pay you. He's going to pay Micah just like he paid Zach Martin, just like he paid Dak Prescott. He will not let you go. You will get paid if you will abide by the circus. You will eventually get it, especially if you are of average caliber and have really excelled in your idiom. If you've really kind of stepped out there, he doesn't make you jump through hoops. He just gives you the money. He does. When he signed Jalen Smith, everybody went, "What? This dude was wearing a foot brace so his foot wouldn't drag the ground a year and a half ago, and you gave him a raise?"
And that's the thing. Like the guys that he does choose to pay without much of a fight.
If he has a connection with you, you're going to get paid.
Yeah. He should make connections with his better players.
You'd think, but those guys, because he knows, I'm going to pay through the nose for you.
Because
it's going to cost me a lot of money, so you're going to pay for it.
CD and Micah, because they were first-round picks, like they were supposed to be good. Like if they weren't good,
but he'll write you the check because even that mantra, even of the perception of greatness, if he feels attached to it, he will pay you.
Yeah. It's very, very odd the way
he does it opposite.
But
Most
then it's
teams,
also, I mean, it's crazy to say what he just said about Terrence Steele and Trayvon Diggs, who are, by the way, still on the team.
Yes, and Diggs, I'm not mad at Diggs. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, injuries, that's part of the game. You hope it doesn't happen, and it did. Steele just didn't turn out, man. I mean, you overpaid a guy that's
just not good.
There was a reason why he was a rookie free agent. That initial scouting report was right. And you managed to coach him up. You managed to protect him in scheme. And to his credit, he was better than expected.
Yeah.
But was he that good for that many millions? No, that was stupid. And I think in hindsight, Jerry's looking at that one like, yeah, that was another dumb one. I probably shouldn't have done that.
Here's Jerry talking about the de-escalator in the Diggs contract and why they decided to uphold that.
We expect a player paid like Trayvon to be here all the time. We expect him to be leading. We expect him to be leading. But that's not new. That goes all the way back. Dion was not necessarily given to come to the weight room. And I explained to him that it meant a lot for him to be in there. I said, does the fact that I have more weight trainers and more equipment and I work hard every day have anything to do with it? And I said, it needs to have some show with it, and so that all the team and everybody can do it. He said, you're on, done, I get it. It's important to have the right body language in every respect when you are one of those rare, financially paid and gifted players. You've got to have some leadership about you.
But the de-escalation is contractual, spelled out. So he understood when he
now don't interrupt me, son.
Train in South Florida, he understood what the consequences would be.
What they're talking about, if you didn't know, it cost him $200,000 because he didn't fulfill at least 84% of the available team practice time. He didn't show up enough. And for me, I think Jerry has every right to call him out.
I think so too.
You got, and I think probably he let it go too long. I think he has every right to get on him. Like, dude, if I'm gonna pay you like this, you better act as if.
Well, also, here's what I'll say is, if Diggs were performing the way that, if he were performing up to his contract, maybe this wouldn't have happened. But I think this is kind of Jerry saying, hey, man, I ain't getting what I paid for out of you, so I ain't gonna sugarcoat this thing.
And that's not Jerry-like. I mean,
No.
that is a slight change in the Jerry Jones method of player relations.
Yeah.
He doesn't normally call you out like that. So I think there's something to it, but at the same time, I think he's realizing that money that I could have already paid Micah, and this would be a headache that was done, I spent here, and I'm not getting a recom on it. But this is Jerry just spinning plates on the first day of practice. We all know it. The funny thing is, if we bet today, will Micah have a new contract in week 1? And I would say probably 95% of them go, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not happen until right before kickoff, but
I think we all believe it's going to happen.
I think he's going to get it.
No, I agree.
Especially because I think Micah slow-rolled this too. I don't think he wanted to sign anything until Watt got signed. I mean, why would I want to be next to last? I want to be the guy after all the big money dudes sign. And if Hendrickson's contract can come to a conclusion right in the next week or so, that would be even better for me. So I don't think he's that eager to get everything done either.
All right. I got one more clip from Jerry I want to play. I'll do it on the other side, though. It's talking about how it's basically Jerry explaining how he does things the way that he does them and still puts a Super Bowl contender on the field. You excited to hear that? I bet you are.
A contender, you say?
It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Hey, when was the last time you gave your dog a bath? I hate it. I do not like giving my dog a bath. He doesn't like the way I do it. Certainly doesn't work the hose. He doesn't like any of it. So I don't do it. You know who I let wash my dog? Bunkin' Biscuit. That's right. Bunkin' Biscuit has great facilities to pamper your pup. They've got grooming. They'll give your dog a massage. You want to talk about a bedtime tuck-in, plus a treat, all the things that you would do for your dog, even more than you do for your dog. That's going on at my Bunkin' Biscuit. Head over there on Wednesday. I'm going to be out there with the Blitz starting at 2 o'clock. Bring your babies, bring your pets. Come check out the best pet resort in all of San Antonio. I'm telling you, it shouldn't be a hidden secret anymore. It's just outside of 1604 off 35. Come and see where you would like to be, especially where your dog would like to be when you can't be together. If you're going out of town, if you're going to work, there's no better place to drop off your babies than Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. And I want to prove it to you. Come join us on Wednesday. We're going to have free food. We're going to have free treats. A great opportunity to go find a place for your babies, for your pets. That's mybunkinbiscuit.com for all the details. Go and see us. It'll be Wednesday just outside of 1604. We can't wait to see you. Bring your babies. I want you to see Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see you on Wednesday.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, we do have a new trouble spot on the northwest side, I-10 westbound, UTSA Boulevard. Got a vehicle fire that's taking up 2 right lanes just occurred. Downtown, still working this accident, 35 upper level northbound right around Cesar Chavez Boulevard. 2 left lanes are blocked. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line, 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
Eczema flaring up again. We have good news. Exoderm. If you or someone you love suffers from eczema or dermatitis, get Exoderm, the common sense answer for eczema. This stuff really does work. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives. Take back control of your eczema with affordable, fast-acting Exoderm Flare Control Cream. Exoderm. It's in the first aid aisle of your local Walmart, H-E-B, and other fine stores.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney and have been representing people injured in auto and commercial truck collisions right here in San Antonio, my hometown, since 1994. Getting into a collision can be a life-altering event. Your health and recovery is the only thing that really matters, and anyone that's ever been injured in a traffic collision will tell you that. How do you get the insurance company to pay? Simple. Call me. As your attorney, my job is to get you through this. The decisions you make immediately after a collision are the most important decisions you can make. If you call me as soon as you can after a collision, I will help you make the right decisions for you and your family. Remember, I do not charge for a consultation. Growing up on the southwest side of San Antonio, when Loop 410 was the edge of town, I know how overwhelming it could be to face a giant insurance company all on your own. Just keep it simple. Call me. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website at lawyerforus.com.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed cracks in your drywall, chimney, or exterior walls? I hope not, because if you have, they could be indications that you've got a much bigger problem with your foundation. That's where Groundworks comes in. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to stabilize your foundation. Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.com/row.
Groundworks is the official foundation repair company of Texas Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where did I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank N.A. Member FDIC.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Hungry after the game? Hit up Tamalitos Restaurant, home of San Antonio's best weekly specials and legendary Taco Tuesdays. Fresh, loaded, and just $1. Tamalitos. Local flavor, big taste. 2042 South Callahan Road, right across Mission Baseball Stadium.
Guys feeling exhausted? It could be low testosterone. Get your energy back with TRT at Synergenics and Low T Center. Right now, get a free T-test and save over $100. Don't wait. This offer ends July 31st. Book your test today at fixmylowt.com.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Cowboys hit the practice field for the first time out of Oxnard, California.
We will have the latest from what we're hearing from Cowboys camp as well as the NFL.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The boys are back. The boys are back. That's us. We're the boys. We're back.
Back when songs told a story. One you really didn't even need to hear.
It is songs about boys who came back.
And like to fight, evidently.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, she was shaking what she got. Yeah. And red hot.
She was steaming. I don't know if I want that.
But you remember that time at Johnny's place? Yeah.
Boy, we felt about the place.
Oh, man. All right. We've been hearing from Jerry Jones. I got one last clip I want to play of Jerry. It's him talking about doing things the way he does and still making sure that he's got a contender on the field, if you believe in that sort of thing.
But I'm not doing that to get over there and live in the past. If anything, everybody in this room should know that I've got to live more in today than I've ever had to, because that old time's running out. And that's just a fact. That's just what it is. So I'm living for now. You ask me how I rationalize it, that's exactly how I rationalize it. I know how lucky I am. I've looked forward to sitting here with you guys. You think, well, we've done this 15, 20 times in our lives. I'm going to tell you something. You could too. We could be anywhere we want to be, but our ass is sitting right here because we want to be. Because we want to be and be a part of it. Now, that's enough for me. And I have paid the price, personally. I don't have any problem justifying when somebody says, well, do it differently. Why don't you just watch it on TV? I don't have to. I paid too high a price in my mind for doing what I'm doing. And I'm ready to do it again. And I'm ready to walk up there and get that trophy if we could possibly get it. So that's a long-winded way of saying it doesn't daunt me at all to sit here. Face music. This isn't music. I'm glad to be here. And I know you know that I don't cut my throat every time somebody writes something bad about me. I know you know that. And so that's not an issue either. So I'm glad to see everybody. I'm glad to be everywhere. I'm excited about out here and what this camp could mean by and through what we've done. Have we done some things with our players and our personnel that could really give us a chance to shock the hell out of them and be better than most people think we're going to be this year? Absolutely we have, and it could happen. And that Dak go out here and light it up, and a lot of good things could happen with us, okay? That's exactly the rationale I used really last year when I made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And you don't think I didn't think about him getting hurt and not having him after doing that? That would be criminal had I not thought it out. Well, it happened. It happens. That kind of stuff happens. And get ready, you're going to get some knots when those kinds of things happen. We got a great chance to put together a team here this year that could be where we would like for it to be. I'm excited about that.
I'm excited about that.
You know, I remember it was 2021, or maybe it was 2020. We went out there during the height of COVID, and we were playing football, and the camp was gonna go off. They were gonna do their best to try to abide by the NFL protocols, and they had all these rings and all this testing and all this stuff went on. And we go out to Nobu, and there's kind of a receiving line, and Jerry, when he sees me, he always calls me San Antonio. Hey, San Antonio, get over here. And he looked me in the eye, and he goes, this is football, and I love this, Esh. I love this, bleep. I love this. He does. He loves this.
Yeah.
Yesterday was the highlight of his year. It's Christmas Day. He lives and breathes. He doesn't do it very well, but I can tell you there's no more owner committed to his team. Now, it might not be your way of winning, but he does love it. You could hear him perk up like, I love this. This is the driving force behind everything that he does, was arriving in Oxnard and doing things his way. He loves it, and it's aggravating. But when you're around it, you get it.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
And he's right. He did pay he paid for this. He's going to do with it what he wants.
It's aggravating because you're doing it wrong, but you understand. At least his heart's in the right place.
Don't tell me how to drive my car.
Yeah, man, and I'll take the knots, I'll take the hits, but at the end of the day, when I hear him talk, and I heard earlier today Mike Brown, or whatever his name is, the owner of the Bengals, talking, he doesn't love it. He doesn't love the fact that he owns the Bengals, that he owns one of 32 of the only franchises. He doesn't wake up every morning going, damn, I love this stuff. You can tell that Jerry wakes up in the morning like, I love this. I don't do it well, but I love doing it. You hear Mike Brown talking about, well, I think my player might have earned a raise. What? There's a difference. That's why I love covering the Cowboys. The foibles are just as much fun as the good stuff, because at the end of the day, I know he loves this. He wants to succeed. I think his heart's in the right place. It's just he just does it in such a silly way that it keeps us entertained, if not successful.
Even if not successful, it's a story.
But did you hear him perk up? Like, man, you think I would be here if I didn't love this? And it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you get that sense. That's why it's so much fun to be there, because it does reinvigorate. And you think, if I owned a football team, how would I do it? And 99% of us, I think, would do it exactly like Jerry does it.
Right. But I also, if I were a multi-billionaire, would I say, I'm going to go spend 3 weeks in Oxnard, California every year?
Get out of the heat and get away from the fam and go hang out with my football team? Are you kidding me? Yes, I'm going.
I mean, I could just go. I could say, well, I'm going to go to Greece for those 3 weeks.
Keep in mind,
you know what I mean?
That 300-yard yacht isn't far away.
Right.
So keep in mind, that's pretty close for him to go jump on. But I do think, more than any other owner out there, that he is more like us in that he runs the football team because he loves football.
I mean, that's how I always felt about Mark Cuban. And there is something to guys that that care in that way, that I mean, I respect it. I want an owner like that. It's a cool thing.
I want him all in, but I want him to hire professionals to do it. You know, hire some of the minds, and don't think just because you've done it this long that you're really good at it.
Well, that was the beauty of Mark Cuban was. Right. He was he was as involved of an owner as you could be. He would spend whatever it took, but he also surrounded himself with people who knew what they were doing. And
you know,
everybody does it a little different, but
if you had your druthers and you could pick one team to be, obviously you want rings. You want to be the champ. But my secondary one, I want an owner that cares. I want an owner that, lives and dies with every losses. I want an owner that gets mad when his coach does something or a player, protects bad players, but for the right reasons. All the things that you would probably do, Jerry does, but he is never going to listen to anybody. It's his world, and he's made it this far. And he, like you said, I've taken the knots, and I've earned the right, not only monetarily but physically. I've been here all this time to continue doing it. I love it. I need to be reinvigorated by it, but at the same time, I understand the massive limitations that this owner has because he just will not let go.
I want my owner to have a daughter who plays at Wimbledon and loses every single year.
And, I want an owner who finds him a quarterback like that and holds on like grim death.
But quite frankly, how many owners like? And I know we are, we cover the Cowboys, so we hear a lot from Jerry, and we're in Texas. We hear a lot from Jerry Jones. But how many other owners are as out there in the media and as vocal as it's not like I don't even know who number 2 on the list would be.
Kraft was out there. I think Kraft loves the game of the game more than he loves the money making and the power part of being an NFL owner and the championship part of it. But I don't think Robert Kraft ever put on a helmet and played where Jerry played the game. I think Jerry loves the game through and through. And we've had some others that loved the game and understood it, but weren't going to stand out front and do all that because hell, they got other things to do.
Right.
They got an empire to run.
Every once in a while we'll hear from the Jags owner.
Khan seems like a pretty decent owner in that he's very much involved. We interviewed his son at the Super Bowl a couple years back.
He's into wrestling.
Yeah, he's into wrestling and kind of the financial end of stuff. They're a very family, but certainly not the charisma that Jerry. But I do think that he cares too.
Like Arthur Blank is a guy you hear from every once in a while, but it's like
Arthur Blank does not give a
nothing.
crap.
There's nothing like Jerry. Like it's just it's a weird thing, and it's weird that so many people are interested. And I guess the Cowboys are obviously a big popular national brand team. But I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm still interested in hearing from him because first of all, he says crazy things like, I don't know about a 5-year deal. Micah could get hit by a car. That part is just gold for me. But I do love that he's got this mindset that his way is the right way, no matter even though it's been proven that his way doesn't seem to work all that well anymore. He is still.
It doesn't matter.
He doesn't care.
He'll do it his way. And on the other side of that, what other owner, other than Kraft and that's about it that comes to mind, would sit in a bar across from Stephen A. in a cowboy hat and a cigar and take the beating? How many other owners would do that?
I don't know. Not many.
And I'm not sure it's a good thing. I'm not saying that's necessarily what I want my owner to be doing, but at least he is willing to back up, even though in our minds most of the decisions he's made have been poorly executed or inartfully done. He's willing to defend it.
Yep.
He'll never hide behind a closed door, blame his kids or whatever it might be. He's always been front and center. I will give him that. The circus continues, and he is in his element, and I can't wait to get there.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this kind of play through because I get the sense that either we're going to see one of those, look what I brung you Micah contracts, which I think is imminent. And I think he'd like to get it done earlier so he can celebrate, right, and get his just desserts. But I do think that that contract will be done sooner than later.
Colby says Jerry is a less successful George Steinbrenner.
I would say far more successful.
Oh.
Well, as far as, again, in his mind, success is quantified by dollars first, attention second, and wins third. As long as I'm making lots of money and I'm above the fold, I can live without a ring.
Well, you got to remember, the Yankees had all three of those.
Yeah, they did,
but
but never to the extent of a franchise worth this. I mean, the Yankees were always worth a lot of money, and they were always right in the. We're talking about a preeminent franchise worldwide. This is the cream of the crop on how you squeeze every penny out of a franchise, and that's been Jerry's. Just like you run the well till it's dry, he's going to squeeze every penny out of that because success is monitored in dollars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I don't know who I would consider more. I think I would consider Steinbrenner a more successful.
Yeah,
owner.
but Steinbrenner also existed because, well, on the same premise, but he liked to be the evil owner.
He did.
He liked to be the evil empire. Jerry wants to be the nice guy. He wants to be liked.
Not by Micah Parsons.
Well, no. Once you hand over $250 million to anybody, they tend to like you.
Yeah.
So I think you'll earn that.
No, it's part of the ride.
And it's extraordinary, and only in Dallas do you get this.
Josh says Cal and Hannah McNair enjoyed running the Texans. I'm sure they do, but you hardly ever hear from them.
It's a dalliance.
Partly because Cal is like a giant. He's a giant man baby. Like he's a trust fund kid. A dope. But there is something to the guys who Jerry feels like he built it, whereas almost every other owner in the NFL, in fact, I think every other owner in the NFL, like they bought into or it was passed down to them by someone else, but they didn't start this thing from scratch. You know, that most of these other guys they bought in at some point, but
that's why when he bought in and he walked into that room of 30 owners who were just sitting on trust fund money and hand-me-down teams, just keep making us money, don't get us in trouble, you know. And Jerry's like, I got to squeeze money out of this. I'm putting a Nike sign on the side of my building. I'm signing Pepsi. I'm doing some stuff y'all never done because I need the money. And he changed the league. And they said, okay, now you handle all the negotiations because obviously we don't know what we're doing. And he took it over and turned what was a steady pumping oil well for everybody who owned it. You're always going to make a profit. It wasn't going to be great, and you're never going to lose money into a license to print money.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think of anybody who's the next most tenured owner. I guess it is Paul Brown.
Well, the Jets ownership, the Johnsons have owned that team for a long time. The Giants ownership has been there a long time. That's old money.
Yeah, that's like 2000s though.
Older than that, right?
I don't know. We're halfway there. Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
American Public University supports military families by helping them save on education that goes wherever life leads. Learn online at your own pace for just $2.50 per credit hour. Visit apu.apus.edu/military.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Oh no.
That's the sound of someone who's misplaced
my debit card.
Their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time And skip the regular line at the airport and pay for Speedy Security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For Speedy Security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
It's Tuesday, and that means Taco Tuesday at Tamalitos. Fresh tacos, just $1. Today only. Bring your crew. Bring your appetite. Tamalitos is serving it up hot every Tuesday. Local flavor, big taste. 2042 South Callahan Road.
You work hard to provide for yourself and your family, and that's why identity theft is so scary. Not only does it pose a threat to your financial well-being, everything you've worked so hard for, but it's also a danger to your family. Even children can be victims. It's not their money thieves go after, obviously, but their social security number. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Act now and save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Get one free set of Brake Best brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Joel, I'm proud to introduce my latest in-summer relaxation relief occasion. I call it the Quarter Moon Grill and Go. It's a stainless steel propane gas grill with this, a full-size urinal. If you're gonna grill and you gotta go, it's the Grill and Go.
Folks, at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, we fix plumbing and AC issues fast and at a fair price. 210-651-5899.
Grill and
Go away, Nigel. Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are still noticing massive delays along I-10 westbound at UTSA Boulevard. Now an hour delay. This is due to a dump truck fire that has been extinguished. Only the far left lane is all that's open right now, so start moving over. It is causing delays back to Wurzbach. We've also got eastbound onlooker delays as well. Folks are rubbernecking, checking it out. Just keep on moving. If you need an alternate, you can try Vance Jackson. I-10 eastbound, that connector to 37, disabled vehicle, has the connector partially blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys have opened training camp in Oxnard, California. Cornerback Trayvon Diggs, Josh Butler, and rookie Shavon Ravel Jr., as well as DeMarvion Overshown, are all working back from injuries. In college football news, the Big 12 Conference has declined the Memphis Tigers' proposal of over $200 million to join the conference. Memphis would have waived their media rights revenue for a period of time if they were allowed to join. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
8:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Yeah, Buchanan. There's a lot of franchises that have been like passed down from generation to generation. What I'm saying is Jerry's the last of the guys who is like, he made it, not his dad, not his grandpa, because
no, he did it.
Yeah, like the Bengals, they've been the same family since the beginning. The Chiefs have been in the same family since the beginning. A lot of them have, but
old money.
The Raiders, obviously, but Jerry's the only one of like the OG guys who bought into the NFL who's still.
You know, when Jerry bought in, the DeBartolos were part of the 49er.
Yeah.
And, they're long gone. Those guys have long since sold.
Yeah.
There's some of the guys that he came in have long since sold out in the past.
So I'm saying of like of guys who have, this has been their thing. Like, I think he's certainly the longest tenured, like, but they're, like I said, dads have had it before. before Jerry existed even. There were dads who owned NFL franchises. But of the guys there now, he's the one who this is all him. You know, somebody else didn't make this for him. Somebody else didn't hand it down to him.
And you think of those franchises that are owned by families where this is pretty much the sole, at least the centerpiece of the billionaire empire, whether they inherit it, born into it, or whatever, where this is where the money comes from. The Cowboys could have easily been a mom and pop like the Rooneys or the Davises. I mean, that's a mom and pop organization that they're just squeaking by. Jerry was never just going to be a mom and pop, let's squeak by and just take a little bit of money out of this thing. It was always going to be a cash cow, that he bought it to make money, and to this day, that's how he defines success. I'm just convinced of it.
Claymore says, are the Yankees more successful than the Cowboys, or are we just counting past glory?
Well, we have to do it with both.
What I was saying, and you got to remember, the Cowboy, and he said the Yankees are worth $8 billion, Cowboys are worth 10. Now think back 20 years ago when George Steinbrenner was alive and running the Yankees. The valuations of baseball franchises versus football franchises were different. The Yankees were the biggest brand in sports. The New York Yankees were the brand in sports. There was a time where they were bigger than the Dallas Cowboys. Now the NFL has gotten so much bigger than Major League Baseball. It's not really even apples to apples anymore. But when Steinbrenner was in it, he had the money, he had he had the popularity, and he had a ton of on-field success.
Right.
George Steinbrenner is like, you can't find a dude who had it more figured out than him. Like he was like Jerry, that he thrived on attention.
Mm-hmm.
If it's good, bad, I don't care. I want you talking about me. It's funny how one guy talks like the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, the other talks like he should own the New York Yankees.
Truth.
But they were both like walking cartoons.
He's a dream. If I'm a fan, I just want my team committed. I want my owner all in. And if he's wrong, well, at least he's all in wrong. The last thing I would want to be is like a Falcon fan, where he doesn't give a damn.
No,
he'll show up when times are good, but he ain't gonna be here.
He's more worried about selling Ryobi's.
Yeah, exactly. So I would much rather have this than just apathetic corporate team.
Yeah,
I agree. There's just no. It's hard to fathom that, especially because of the situation I find myself. Because not only am I a Cowboy fan, but I'm a Spurs fan. And the Spurs, still a family-run organization. I mean, it's the Holtz. We talk about it all the time, son, daughter taking over for dad. But I feel like they're all in, but it's a very different all in. It's not the kind that I like, quite frankly. It's the corporate kind of talk to the coach, not me kind of mentality. Jerry's always been there to take the heat.
Keith says Yankees had no salary cap to choke.
Truth?
Well, yeah,
but Jerry didn't either.
That's what was awesome about, if you were a Yankees fan, like, it was great because you wanted a new player, he'd go buy it. And everybody else was so pissed. But the truth is, Steinbrenner was like willing to spend his own money to win. Like he cared more about winning, I think, than just about anybody, to the point where he was like, George Steinbrenner wasn't the wealthiest owner. He was like, there were other guys who owned teams that were wealthier than him, but they didn't want to spend their money on baseball.
You want to talk about an owner, Dave Winfield, the giant that signed the contract that Steinbrenner hired a mob dude to try to get him out of his contract. That's an owner that's all in. If you're willing to get in with a mob to get one of your players who you feel is overpaid out, that's a man who's in.
Britton says Jerry personally turned $100 million to $10 billion. It's hard to argue that being financially successful. Oh, there's no question the Cowboys are financially successful. Oh yeah,
yeah, and you can't be that successful without that being your North Star. That's all he has always cared about. Now, he hopes the money buys the wins, but he's not going to win first and make money second.
Yeah, no doubt. He this is. There's no denying that this is a massive success from a financial standpoint. That's not even a question. But
he loves this. He loves this. He loves it.
Yeah. What's funny is the Yankees, when Steinbrenner bought the Yankees, he bought the Yankees for $10 million, and it included 2 huge parking garages that he ended up selling back for like, a couple million each. So he ended up getting the Yankees for like less than $10 million.
Can you imagine in this day and age?
Right. And now, I mean, his family obviously still owns it. But, yeah, the guys who bought I mean, there's a lot of similarities between the two, no doubt. So it's not a bad life.
And if Jerry didn't have a salary cap, he'd spend every penny he had.
You think so?
Yeah. Jerry more than anybody else will spend 10 to make 11.
As long as he can make a profit.
I'll spend 10 to make 11, and you never go broke doing that. But I have no doubt in my mind he would more than happy. Like I said, if he feels a connection to you, he's more than happy to give you the money because he knows he'll make $1 more than you made.
And I see dead people. He even hired George Costanza to work for him. Yeah, that's true. Not a lot of people could hire George and still turn a profit.
You make a big difference as the assistant to the traveling secretary.
All right. It's funny because the Micah thing with Micah showing up, and by the way, here is Coach Schottenheimer talking about Micah actually being there and how big of a deal it is.
You should work every day. I mean, however this thing plays out, it's going to play out. The fact that Mike is here, he's talked all offseason about wanting to take more of a leadership role. He's talked about wanting to be great. We know he's a great player. And, again, I think that we're excited that he's here. And there's a lot of ways to get this thing done. But like we've said, we're committed to having him take that next step, not just as a player, but as a leader.
There's something that just struck me here, AJ. It's 8 o'clock. Mm-hmm. It's 8:09. And we've talked about Jerry and Diggs, and we've talked about overpaid quarterbacks and Micah contracts. The guy we just heard should really be front and center. Above and beyond Micah, is he going to get a bunch of money? We've got a brand new head coach and essentially a new offense. Now, we know what the framework is. It's not a new presence, but it's a new power dynamic. I think Jerry and Steven are purposefully, and they like the idea that Micah's the first conversation as Shotty eases in to being the head coach of the most famous franchise in football. I mean, that should be the story.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are starting the season with a brand new head coach. It's been a minute. And that we haven't even begun to talk about that. Do you think that's by design? That's Jerry going, guess what? For the first week, I'm going to have everybody looking at me. You just go get your feet wet and run training camp.
I guess that's part of it.
So I think a lot of it is, let's talk Micah. Let's talk contract. Let's talk money. Well, we're just now talking about Shotty. And what's the question to Shotty? What do you think about Micah? Not about scheme. How's your practice going to look? Are you doing things different, which really matter to the day-to-day right now? We're not even talking about that.
Well, also part of it is, I mean, the Cowboys, of all the coaches they could have, I mean, it was not a sexy hire.
No, and it's in-house. I mean, he knew the directions. He knew where to park. I mean, he's been here. But there is a fundamental shift that we are going through right now that isn't even part of the conversation.
Because trust me, if the Cowboys had gone out and got Ben Johnson or something like that, we'd be talking about it.
We'd have forced the conversation.
Yeah.
But I think Jerry understands his situation and is more than willing to take some of the limelight or some of the spotlight away from the fact that I've got a brand new rookie head coach taking this thing over. We're going to talk about, am I going to make my defensive end the highest paid player in football?
And one of the things I thought about and why maybe Micah has been such a team guy and like a good soldier in this whole thing is Micah Parsons this season 2025 is going to make over $24 million. The 4 years combined before this season, he made his salary totaled to about $7 million.
It's good to draft well.
So this fifth-year option thing is like Micah's probably super pumped to be playing this year, and I mean obviously he wants to get long-term security, but when you've been playing for $2 million a year, suddenly that $24 million season. Yeah, you're showing up for work.
Yeah, there's a reason he's here, and there's a reason he'll play this year.
I brought that up, the Micah thing, because being at camp, because Trey Hendrickson is not reporting to camp. He's holding the firm line and saying, "Man, I'm sticking to it. I am not going to show up until this." Now, come week 1, we'll see what happens.
Man, I feel so bad for Joe Burrow today.
Why?
Because he's damned. I mean, there's just
Joe Burrow picked this life.
I know he did, but
he didn't pick to be on the Bengals, but he
took the money.
He picked where the money should go.
You're right, and he advocated for wide receivers over defense. But I'll tell you what, man, to watch this team go into this year knowing full well this offense is going to have to score 40 points a game. You're going to have to just unleash it every game, or you don't have a chance. It's a difficult situation to be in, and you're right. I guess that's the bet he made.
He did. And you got a guy who your team had like 25 sacks last year. The guy who had 17 and a half of them is pissed off. Like Joe Burrow picked this because he was like, I want to keep all of these guys. I want to keep T. Higgins. And I get it, but you didn't lose football games because you didn't have T. Higgins. You lost football games because your defense couldn't stop a nosebleed.
I heard the owner Brown was asked point blank, "Does he deserve a raise?" Well, you kind of. Oh no! He's not going to get it.
Yeah. And you know what else happened with the Bengals yesterday? I read more into this Shamar Stewart thing. I've been kind of like the Bengals are the ones in the wrong here. More teams than not have this same clause in their contracts now. Like it's not like the Bengals just made this thing up.
And this is the guaranteed part.
Yes. Mm-hmm. More teams than not have this is now becoming the standard contract. When I first heard of this, I thought it was the Bengals trying to do something that nobody else is doing. But the Bengals are just starting to keep up with the Joneses. They're starting to say, okay, this is what the standard's becoming. I'm having a hard time feeling bad for Shamar Stewart anymore because now it's like there's a lot of other first-round picks that have signed their deals with this same clause in it.
Do you think he has any leverage?
No.
None.
No.
If you don't have any leverage, then what's the point?
Dude, this is a guy who had 4.5 sacks in his college career. The idea that he was a first-round pick is like found money for him. He should be stoked to show up at work. And what he's doing now is just damaging not just his long-term relationship with the Bengals, he's damaging his reputation amongst NFL teams.
I wonder if his agents decided to make a point, to prove a point. I don't get what he's doing, but obviously they're working a plan. And I think he feels like he has leverage because of this Henderson situation. I think that they think, well, we're the easiest to sign. We're not talking about anything other than a guaranteed of money that was already going to get paid. If he stayed healthy, he's going to get it regardless. So I wonder if he's just trying to prove a point that we're not going to let the tide go that way and sacrifice one player for the benefit of others coming down the pike. But I will be shocked if Shamar Stewart isn't there by the end of the week. If it is a consistent thing, at some point even he has to realize I got to go to work.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only work out at A&M's facilities for so long. And on a side note, and that question was asked of Elko, is there a possibility that he could maybe try to come? Elko put his foot down and said, that's just silly. Just because he's seen on our campus because he hadn't reported to Cincinnati doesn't mean anything. Don't take any stock in it. I did feel like he protested just a little bit because I think you'd be crazy if you didn't ask him to see if there was some way to keep him to come back. But it just doesn't seem like that's in the cards at all.
Claymore says, what do you know about Shoddy last season? He obviously not running a similar offense to McCarthy. That alone makes him brand new.
No, he designed this offense. He did. He played part. He and McCarthy put this thing together. McCarthy just called the plays inside the basic construct of the offense that Shoddy put together. Now, he's going to be calling the plays now, so I think it's going to be a little bit different, certainly because he's going to have a little bit different of an offense, a different running back room than he had before. He'll have different, styles. Might not be better, but it'll be different. And a different kind of offensive line. So I do think we're going to see a change. Not significant,
I do too.
But this is an offense they're accustomed to. You're right. But the play calling is going to be different.
But I stand by. It's not a sexy hire, so it's not going to get talked. Listen, guys who get their first head coaching job at 51 years old are not something that gets people's it doesn't get your juices flowing.
Well, he was hired not to screw anything
That's
up.
what yeah. Like if Brian Schottenheimer were one of these wizards, these Sean McVay types, he would have been found a long time ago.
And I don't know, he might have missed his shot. He might have been one of those dudes that had an opportunity, chose not to take advantage of it 15 years ago, and, the carousel kept spinning and he got left out. I don't know. But I know he was hired not to change much.
Yeah.
Don't affect because I've got, $250 million invested in this quarterback. We're going to do what he feels comfortable with, and that's the offense he's had.
But I think it's going to be different. I don't know how different. I do think it's going to be a different look offensively. And I'm sure he wants to put his own stamp on it. I'm sure he wants it to be his thing because, again, I don't know how long I expect Brian Schottenheimer to be the coach of the Cowboys. It felt more like a panic hire when nothing else was working out. I don't think the Cowboys were like super excited to make him the head coach.
I think that he will be the head coach as long as Dak Prescott is the quarterback.
Okay. I mean, it's 4-5 more years.
No, I don't think it'd be that. I think if there's no success, Dak he's movable in about 2 years.
Okay.
So I think if it doesn't work out in 2 years, Shotty will be gone, and so will Dak.
And Shotty has reportedly put an emphasis on running the ball, unlike McCarthy.
Yeah, I think he really has.
He will, but I also like. You still at some point you're going to turn around and see who's standing behind you and go, oh, do we really want to run the ball here?
Exactly. Just because you've committed to do it, do you have the guys to handle it? And you've already got one of your backs already being called out for being lazy. So it's not starting out well. But I do envision, and I don't have anything other than what McCarthy talked about Shotty and the offense they like to put together. Shotty's offense is probably going to look a lot like the Kansas City Chiefs offense did back in the day because McCarthy came up under Shotty as well, Shotty's dad. Yeah. And that's that ball control, old school West Coast offense. The ball doesn't go more than about 15 yards downfield, but it's peppered all the way across the 40 yards. You've got a moving quarterback. The short flat game is your running game, so you'll get Miles getting the ball in the flat. That's why they brought him in here to do that old West Coast Roger Craig ball in the flat. That's a run, but you're throwing it to him. I do think we're going to see a lot of that. It's not going to be an exciting offense. I just hope it's like McCarthy kept saying last year, if we can just finish drives with a kick, even if it's a punt, we're in better shape than we could have been.
B. Hannon says, reminds me when the Texans hired Lovie Smith.
I
think it's more like because remember, Lovie Smith had already been a head coach. Like, he had experience. It reminds me of David Culley when it was like,
Culley was a sacrificial lamb. Like, dude, just take the job so you can crown your career. Lovie was brought in to put out a fire.
I knew that Culley, it didn't really matter what he did on the field. He wasn't going to last there.
And he knew it.
Because it was a temporary hire until they could find a better option, which I don't know if Brian Schottenheimer's at. What I do know is Jerry doesn't like paying coaches not to coach. That's one thing we've seen. He let McCarthy coached out his entire contract. Like, it's a rare thing that happens, even that you get to a lame duck situation in the NFL. He does not like to pay guys to go away, his coaches anyway. But
you get every benefit. You do.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's outright incompetence or insubordination, you will coach to the very end. You really will. I mean, and he's a kind of part of the family. He's been in a room for a long time.
Yep. All right, let's hit a break. Wait, boy, I went way too long. Why didn't you tell me to break, Vic?
I did.
He kept trying.
Oh.
It's all right.
All right, well, this is all Vic's fault. We're going to talk about the Cleveland Browns on the other side. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and the Gomez Law Firm present the second annual Back to School Drive, Saturday, August 2nd from 11 till 1 p.m. or while supplies last at the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Free backpacks and school supplies for all school-aged children while supplies last, so don't be late. Presented by the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Sponsored in part by North Park Toyota, Centromed, Romo Door Supply, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Don't let pain hold you back from living your best life. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. At Arasti, we're dedicated to providing fast, effective relief from pain. Whether you've been dealing with a chronic discomfort for years or have recently suffered an injury, our goal is to help you recover quickly. Our treatment is all natural, non-invasive, and covered by most insurance plans. With convenient locations nearby, relief is just a call away. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
Circa Million and Circa Survivor are back with a massive $21 million in guaranteed prizes. Circa Million. Pick 5 games against the spread each week. 126 ways to win with $6 million guaranteed. Circa Survivor, 1 pick a week, no point spread. Last the longest to win it all. $15 million guaranteed. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $21 million guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for details.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio where I've practiced for more than 30 years. And San Antonio has really grown since I started practicing law. The risk of injury in a car crash today is greater than it's ever been because every day we're forced to share our roads with 80,000-pound 18-wheelers and some truly dangerous drivers. If you or a family member is injured in a car crash, know this. The insurance companies are mobilized against you. They have highly trained adjusters and a long roster of attorneys with one job: pay as little as possible. Their techniques are extensive, and I believe you have zero chance of obtaining a fair recovery on your own. If you're involved in a car crash, you need to hire an attorney as soon as possible after the collision and before you speak to the insurance company's adjusters. Now, I do not have a comic book nickname. I do not call myself the Law Eagle, the Tiger Lawyer, the Law Chupacabra. I think the practice of law needs to be taken more seriously. If you've been injured, call me, Jason Thompson, for a free consultation. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400, or my website, alawyerforus.com.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glow and Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash. Thanks to Good to Grow, kids' ticket prices half off. Coming July 26th and 27th to Frost Bank Center in San Antonio. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Hungry after the game? Hit up Tamalitos Restaurant, home of San Antonio's best weekly specials and legendary Taco Tuesdays. Fresh, loaded, and just $1. Tamalitos, local flavor, big taste. 2042 South Callahan Road, right across Mission Baseball Stadium.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-499-9102. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-499-9102. That's 800-499-9102. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Cowboys hit the practice field for the first time out of Oxnard, California.
We will have the latest from what we're hearing from Cowboys camp as well as at the NFL.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Antonio says, long live Kitty Big Balls.
Long
I
live.
think that's one thing we all agree on.
Yes, sir.
That's my good boy up here.
They don't even move him anymore. He's become part of the furniture.
Oh, they don't move him anymore?
Nah, he's just there.
They gave up.
Yeah.
Good.
That's the plan.
Good. And why fight it? What do you? What, I mean, it's a. He's a beautiful cat.
Yes, he is.
The Cleveland Browns quarterback battle is one of the big stories of all training camps. And the way I understand it, I've read. I don't know what's going to happen here. What I keep reading the two guys that are the most likely cut candidates You know what? I'll just ask you. Have you heard who the most likely cut candidates are? Because I want to see if we're reading the same thing. Because I've seen a bunch of different options. The ones I've seen the most, though, are Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, that's the one I heard most is Pickett.
And Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, I've heard Pickett more than others because of the money. But, yeah, Shedeur, yeah.
What I've understood is, and now there are also sites that will say Shedeur is balling out and looking great. What I've seen pretty consistently, the most likely guy to start week 1 is Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know. It's you know what? Kudos to Joe Flacco for still being around and doing it at his age, and like it's impressive, no doubt. What a detriment to the Cleveland Browns organization that you've got Joe Flacco starting week 1.
I don't think it's a detriment.
By plan.
Well, no, you're in trouble.
Like you spent the entire training camp in a battle that Joe Flacco is going to win and be the quarter. Like, it's not like if I said, your starting quarterback broke his leg in the last preseason game and Joe Flacco's got to start, that's not a detriment to your organization. Having to have a full training camp and saying, yep, Joe Flacco.
Well, or it was going to be either him or Kenny Pickett. It wasn't like they were aspiring to greatness because
all you're doing is adding to the detrimental stuff.
Yeah, and there's no way in hell that Shamar's ready. I mean, Shadeur's ready. He's not ready to be an NFL quarterback. No. He might not ever be ready, but he's certainly not ready now. So they knew where they were headed. It's just a matter of having an adult in the room to start the season. But, I mean, they're already treading water. This is going to be a nightmare. It's going to be bad this year at quarterback. We're talking about at some point, I think Shadeur's going to make the team.
Then that means Kenny Pickett's not.
Yeah, and I think Pickett's gone just because what's the point? I mean, there's no future there. And if it's going to be bad, you might as well hold it off for as long as possible because I can't imagine a world where Joe Flacco remains erect. I don't see how he's even standing after week 4. What, are they going to try to run the ball? I mean, seriously.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the hierarchy is going to be. The easy thing to do it depends on if you actually think you can win games this year. And
do you think they can win games?
I don't think so.
No, I think they're just trying to remain afloat till a young quarterback can kind of figure something out and let him run around and maybe make a play or two. But this team might have 3 wins in them.
Like if you told me there's a team that's tanking without saying they're tanking, it feels like this is the team that's doing it.
And the sad thing is Flacco in the right place is an acceptable quarterback. He's not going to lose a game for you.
No.
I mean, but he's not going to do anything dumb. So if you can just manage a defense, you might be in it. But I just can't imagine he can stay healthy, 1. And 2, there's nothing around him. And 3, why would you even let him in the way of what might be your future quarterback? I don't think Shedeur is. But I can't imagine him getting cut. And I also can't imagine a season going through where I didn't see him play.
Let's see. The Browns win total is set at
3, 4,
5.5.
5. Boy, they're being optimistic.
Yep, 5.5. Actually, it's juiced to the under. So if you like over 5.5, you get plus 115. Under 5.5 is minus 140. So really, they're projected like 5.1 wins, 5.2 wins. But yeah, I think that they're looking at this year like I think as soon as Deshaun got hurt, they knew this was a disaster year because they couldn't afford to pay a real quarterback. And like you have to know, okay, we've got Father Time, baby doll hands, and a 3rd and a 5th round pick. You know that this is a disaster. You didn't
even bring up Deshaun.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like once he got hurt, I'm saying.
I mean, this whole mess it's karma. It really is. There's very few karmic situations in the world that you could point at a bad decision bearing horrible fruit. From the moment they overpaid this guy, from the moment there was a pox on this franchise, the moment they invested in bad, and all that goes along with it, the negative karma hit them, and it hit them in the teeth at quarterback, and they're paying the price, and they deserve it.
It says here there's a story on Yahoo Sports that says Shedeur Sanders is in a weird situation. He's the fourth quarterback in a 4 QB competition, it seems. And if he doesn't leapfrog someone, his job security could come into question.
They'll put him on a practice squad. He is not going to leave the Browns.
Okay, but
nobody's going to come get him.
You don't think so?
No. Who's going to go get Shedeur Sanders? Why?
If the Browns put Sanders on the practice squad and let everybody have a crack at him, you don't think a team like Dallas, a guy?
Well, we do have a history. If we can trade a 3rd-round pick for him, maybe we'll go get him. if we can go get another underperforming quarterback for a high draft pick, maybe he will be a Dallas Cowboy. I don't think anybody's going to go raid the Browns practice squad for Shedeur Sanders, especially now. I mean, why?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna basically open up a second draft if that were to happen, and if anybody wants him, they're allowed to put in their claim.
Maybe. I don't see them cutting him. Why? You drafted him. You knew what you were getting into.
Well, but I mean, he's a 5th-round pick. 5th-round picks get cut all the time
yeah,
in camp.
But
It's
not unheard of to go draft a quarterback in the 5th round, and no, he's going to be around here for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, but how often do you draft a guy in the 3rd round and then draft a guy in the 5th round, and then it's not shocking? Like, if you told me that was the case, I'd say the 5th rounder is probably cut more often than not.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying his job's secure, but it's not like if they kept him, they would be letting go of a high-talent dude that they just have to have. There's not a lot of high-talent dudes on this roster, especially when your prognosis is for 3 wins. Or 5 wins. I'm playing my draft picks. I got nothing to lose, and there might be a diamond in there. Heck, he might actually be a player, but I don't think he is. But I don't think that you drafted him knowing full well this is going to be a mess. You knew what you were getting into. As bad as that organization is, these guys have been around the block. I can't imagine cutting him. It would be a mistake. Now, putting him on the practice squad might be enough for him to leave. I don't want to stay, but I can't imagine that being the case.
It says here that Kevin Stefanski. Now we've seen there's some clips of Sanders looking good.
Yeah.
There's been some positive stuff, but Stefanski apparently has been really impressed with Dylan Gabriel. Mostly with his ability to pick up the playbook.
Yeah, I mean, he's more experienced, yes.
And it says here, that Jeremy Fowler said on NFL Live, Browns coaches did not ask Sanders to integrate the same volume of playbook during minicamp as the other 3 quarterbacks. So basically, they didn't even he's sitting at the kid table.
Yes, I think he is. I think he probably doesn't have the quarterback chops, just the things that Dylan Gabriel's gone through in 2 high-end programs and the offenses that he was running. As also, professional organizations as Dion is running, he wasn't running a pro offense.
And he was also the only of the 4 quarterbacks to take 0 first-team reps. So that means when he did look good, it was against lower-level guys.
Again, I think they knew what they were doing, and they knew exactly what they were drafting. And we'll draft and stash and put him on the practice squad, and I'm not going to cut him. Now, somebody might sign him, but I think they knew that he was going to be a long-term deal. They had him slotted at 4th from the get-go.
I think certainly they're going to try to put him on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Nobody's carrying 4 quarterbacks. We can agree to that.
Crazy to carry 3, but that's just me.
So I think they try to put him on the practice squad, and I think somebody will come and get him. Even and I wouldn't be shocked if it was the Cowboys.
Well, I mean, Trey Lance got a shot anybody can. You know what I mean? So maybe they might get rated, and that might be the best case scenario for everybody involved. You no longer have to deal with him. You gave him a shot, and go with God.
And I mean, you've got a situation in I guess they've got Will Grier sitting around. I don't know what.
I think it's silly to carry 3 quarterbacks. I think if you're down to your 3rd, what's the point? Go find some. There's a Flacco sitting at home at that point.
Yeah, I don't hate carrying 3 quarterbacks if you've got injury issues.
Yeah, but I can find a Will Grier.
Yeah, I agree.
There's 20 dudes that aren't in the league.
But you want someone who knows your playbook. You want someone who.
Yeah, I agree. If you're to your 3rd quarterback and you're the Dallas Cowboys,
your season's over.
It's over.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So go find a dude and make do, but don't overpay for a position that by the time he's playing doesn't do you any good.
Yeah, but if I could see anybody saying, "Oh, it'd be fun to have Dion's boy here,"
wouldn't shock. That alone.
What brings more value to the Dallas Cowboys? Will Greer or Dion's boy?
I remember standing on the field.
I'm just saying.
Well,
like,
no.
and Jerry, and what you say about Jerry, what's Jerry care about more? Winning football games or getting attention and making money?
No, you're right.
There would
I
be
can see
Sanders
that.
jerseys. There would be there's a whole lot. There's gold in them hills.
On the practice squad. I could see it. I could see that. It wouldn't be outrageous. And I remember standing on the field looking over at the practice squad, and there was a time when it was either going to be Dak going to the practice squad or Jamel Showers. That was the I'm not kidding. And Jamel goes to the practice squad. Dak's now worth $250 million.
Yep. Well, we'll see how the things play out in Cleveland, but the thought is there's two groups. There's the rookie group and the vet group. And right now, if they're comparing rookies, it feels like Dylan Gabriel's way ahead of Shador, which is
How soon do you? If Flacco starts, obviously the intent will be to get Dylan Gabriel ready.
I
So
think
do you
so.
figure a month?
Well, I think it depends on how
Yeah.
I mean, if they're winning a couple games, we've seen Flacco have some success with Kevin Stefanski before, and I've always been more of a Joe Flacco fan than most people. Most people think Joe Flacco is just a guy. Like I've always thought Joe Flacco was pretty good. Now that said, he's
75
He's
years
an
old.
old man. Like I'm not kidding myself on this, but if they win a few games, I'd say keep rolling it out. And that's why I was so fascinated by the fact that they ended up paying Myles Garrett, because I thought the Browns were just going to use this as an excuse to completely rebuild. Like if I wouldn't have blamed them one bit if they had said, you know what, we don't have a quarterback this year. We're stuck paying a quarterback for the foreseeable future that we don't want. Why pay Myles Garrett premium money? Had they said we're not going to do it, I would have said that's a tough choice, but I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Now they've paid him. It's like you don't pay that dude that money if you're not expecting to do something, right?
I pity the Browns and their fans.
Oh,
it's
what a
just
terrible life.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And it goes back to karma. And you sign the wrong dude, and then you keep trying to fix it, and you're making the situation worse by drafting 2 quarterbacks this year. You know, that was not a wise move. You felt like somebody fell in your lap. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't fall in your lap. You should have let him go.
All right, we'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor. I want to ask you a question. How often do you go to the doctor? Is it one of those things you schedule annually and you just walk in and they talk to you for a minute, check your blood pressure, make sure your prescriptions are in date, and you leave? That is not a visit to Dr. Torres in the Institute for Functional Health. When you walk in there, the questions are going to be asked. You're going to spend some time with them. They're going to find out how you're living and how you're feeling. Are you functionally well? One of the great things about walking in there is everybody there's intent is for you to not only live a better life, but to feel better, to be functionally healthy. And the key to that, first of all, is to lose some weight. If you're carrying extra weight, the negative effect on your body and your psyche is almost immeasurable, and it's hard to realize until you lose the weight, the life that you were living. But I'll tell you this, if you woke up this morning tired, if your knees and your ankles and your hips are tired or sore all the time from being on your feet, if you're staying away from stuff because physically you just can't do it anymore, this is why you call Dr. Torres, because losing weight will change all of that. You're going to sleep better. You're going to eat better. And you're going to live better. You'll have a functionally better life, and you need to get it started as soon as possible. Let Dr. Torres take control of your weight loss program, and you will not regret it. Call him today, 210-468-1891. His website, IFF Health, is a gold mine. Listen, it's time to lose weight, but more importantly, you want to feel better and live better. Call Dr. Torres. He'll start that process, and when he does, when you're feeling good, come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning, northwest side of town, I-10 westbound UTSA Boulevard. We've still got heavy delays through the area. Early this morning, a dump truck fire that's been extinguished. Still have that disabled vehicle, and only the far left lane is open. So it's causing delays back to Wurzbach. Still about a 55-minute delay. So Vance Jackson, still a good alternate route. It's not too overloaded right now. We're also noticing some onlooker delays on the eastbound side, checking out all that smoke. So just please keep on moving. 281 northbound Bassey, disabled vehicle in the right lane. On I-10 eastbound, that connector to 37, the connector partially blocked with the stall. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Crispy chicken's better in a Taco Bell taco. Or burrito. Or both. Try Taco Bell's new crispy chicken taco and or burrito today at participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only. Contact store for availability.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ziprecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ziprecruiter.com/radio.
Missions fans, get ready for AARP $2 Tuesdays at Wolf Stadium, presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Enjoy $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more. Tonight, first pitch at 7:05 p.m. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at samissions.com.
The right stuff. Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s.
Call Right Home Services.
Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. 210-444.
It's time. Time for the pro to get everything for the entire job, all from one partner. To get access to over 3 million products, including many products you won't find in our stores. It's time to get delivery on your schedule or next day on over 50,000 products. And time to get dedicated support on the job site or in our stores. From ordering to planning, we've got you. One partner, any job, all in. Ask about all we can now do at the Pro Desk. The Home Depot Pro, it's about time.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teacher Mr. Torres.
Put me and just one Clorox wipe on a team, we can take on crayon smudges, sticky fingerprints on every surface, sneezes on the door handle, juice box explosion by the sink, snack crumbs, and don't even get me started on the bathroom passes.
Clorox disinfecting wipes, teacher's #1 wipe.
Think about it. Bathroom passes.
Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
Do you need to get rid of things like furniture, mattresses, tires, and appliances? San Antonio has 4 drop-off centers for residential bulky items conveniently located around the city. Open 5 days a week except holidays. Visit sarecycles.org. This service is free for solid waste customers that pay the environmental fee on their CPS energy bill, including customers that live in apartments. Visit sarecycles.org for hours, locations, and accepted materials. That's sarecycles.org.
Eczema flaring up again? We have good news. Exoderm. If you or someone you love suffers from eczema or dermatitis, get Exoderm, the common sense answer for eczema. This stuff really does work. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives. Take back control of your eczema with affordable, fast-acting Exoderm Flare Control Cream. Exoderm. It's in the first aid aisle of your local Walmart, H-E-B, and other fine stores.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Take a look at some college football. You know, before we do college football, looks like Cam Ward is going to be the starting quarterback for Tennessee.
You think?
Yeah. Looks like Will Levis has bowed out of the QB competition.
When you know your beat, I get it. You want a soft landing spot for the future of your franchise, but you can't wait. Yeah, well, you've drafted him. He's here for a reason. This isn't the NFL of 20 years ago where you put the guy in the oven and let him slowly rise and become a quarterback. No, man, you got to throw him to the wolves. There's a reason why you got him.
Yeah, although I don't know. I mean, I don't think Cam Ward is C.J. Stroud or Jaden Daniels.
But I want to find out as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, if that's the case,
you
then
have to. I don't agree with it. I think the world is better when a quarterback can come and slowly learn his job. I don't think Jordan Love would still be in the league if Green Bay had drafted him and threw him right into the I think the best thing that ever happened to him was to sit and watch and learn and grow. And I think most quarterbacks, given the opportunity to kind of mature, would be so much more successful. But that's just not how the world works. We need to find out if you're capable now, right now. We don't have time to wait because waiting means I got to pay you more.
Yeah.
I don't have time to do that, nor the bank account to pay a quarterback like that unless you can win.
I will say for Tennessee, though, now quarterback depth becomes a real issue because if Cam Ward can't play right now, like if it turns out like, oh, this is bad, like what do you do? Do you keep throwing him out there? Like, do you do what the Panthers did with Bryce Young?
Yes.
Like, and just sit him down and say, okay, we tried. Now you got to sit and watch for a couple weeks. Like this is the depth chart behind Cam Ward: Brandon Allen, Tim Boyle.
Well, I think I think you keep Mayonnaise guy around. Will Levis, I'm not letting him go.
Well, he's having shoulder surgery. He's done for the season.
I'm sorry, that's right. I think that you go get an older dude. You have to have some older dude. Tim Boyle as your backup ain't going to happen. I go get the oldest available quarterback. I don't know who that is. The guy that I know that I can trust will impart knowledge and be able to quarterback a game or two if I need him.
I think you're probably hoping that the Browns cut Kenny Pickett.
You know what? That's the kind of guy you got to go get. A guy that's willing to be a bit of a mentor, though. I'm not bringing Kenny Pickett in to be my starting quarterback, and he better not think that's the case.
Yeah.
You know, you're here to mentor and to be a backstop. And once those guys accept that job, I can't go into it with that. And it's not about wins and losses. It's about imparting knowledge on the sidelines, given the day-to-day corporate knowledge of being a professional quarterback. I got to have a former pro standing around him. I can't just have rookies and a coach.
Yeah, disaster for Tennessee's going to be awful this year anyway.
It's going to be a nightmare. But that's why you think Cam Ward will get it there, and you got to sling it and just hope for the best.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, I wanted to take a look at some stuff going on in college football. Jake Retzlaff, the BYU quarterback.
Heisman candidate?
Well, no. Jake Retzlaff, who BYU would not – so BYU basically said we're giving you a 7-game suspension for the honor code violation because Jake Retzlaff was accused – and by the way, he was awesome last year. He was awesome. He was accused of sexual assault, and both the criminal and civil suit have been dropped. Like, it was proven that it didn't happen. But while this was coming out, he did admit to having premarital sex with this gal. That was enough for BYU to say, well, that's going to be a 7-game suspension. And that was enough for Jake Retzlaff to say, okay, well, I'm transferring out. And they wouldn't give him like an athlete transfer. So he withdrew from the school altogether and said, okay, I'll start from scratch. And he's now found a home at Tulane. That's where he's going to be. Tulane, if you remember, had their own issues because they had Darian Mensah last year, who was really good. He got apparently a butt ton of money to go to Duke.
Right. And
the guy that they brought in was TJ Finley, who has taken a step down every year. But like TJ Finley started out as an LSU recruit, went to Auburn, Texas State, Western Kentucky, and it was like everybody had given up on him, and Tulane was like, well, we got to get something.
I'm just shocked he didn't make it into College Station. How did we miss this guy?
So Tulane said, okay, we'll give you a shot, and he got arrested, and then they dismissed him from the program. So they didn't have a quarterback.
How did we miss this guy?
Yeah. So it looks like Jake Retzlaff, premarital sex and all, will be in Tulane, slinging it for the green wave and probably getting plenty of Bourbon Street.
I don't know how you
booty.
Recruit to BYU. I don't know how you overcome that. That if you have premarital sex, you will be suspended from the football team, if not expelled.
Yeah.
If I was recruiting against that, that's all I would tell those guys. You want to go where?
Okay.
You want to know? Okay.
Now you realize that all those checks will stop coming if you get caught having sex. And let's all.
Hey man, I'm not pro anti anything. I'm just putting myself in the mind of an 18-year-old boy.
And the mind of the 18-year-old boy is this.
You're telling me what?
All the money in the world is no good to you if you can't use that money
First you
to
get the
gain
money,
access to sex.
then you get the power, and then you get the women.
That's right. So every dollar you earn as an 18-year-old, you're trying to think, okay, how do I spend, whether it's taking a gal out to dinner, buying or something, like whatever, it's all, the end goal is always the same. It's the making of the love.
2 motivators for an 18-year-old boy. Their belly and a little bit lower. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all they think about.
That's it. Elsewhere in college football, you mentioned this in your SportsCenter update, the Big 12. I'm actually surprised at this.
It's a lot of money.
And $200 million, Memphis basically said, we'll pay $200 million to join the Big 12.
And not take any of your money.
And they said no.
Well, you start to lessen the brand. You know, you start. Is Memphis a Big 12 team?
Yeah.
I guess if Cincinnati is
any less so than Cincinnati and Houston.
Well, I think Houston because of the history. I mean, they've spent some time in the Southwest Conference. It felt natural.
Yeah, but it's not like you're going to bring Rice back in.
Well, no, but and Memphis just I get it. I get why they said no.
Yeah, to me it's I would say of the schools out there that aren't in a power conference, that's probably the first one I would try to pluck.
Yeah, and I think as far as the other sports involved, that they would be certainly competitive in others. They certainly bring a great basketball program.
Which the Big 12's already a great basketball.
So, and I think it would kind of help them. But really, can you imagine, does that float your boat if you're a Big 12 fan and this weekend's game of the week is Oklahoma State at Memphis? That feels like an off week.
Well, are you excited for Utah at Cincinnati?
Oh.
Welcome to the reality is,
Big
man.
12 land.
All right, we got 1 hour to go, friends. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
Explore more than 200 online degrees and programs at American Public University with flexible, affordable learning plus resources to support your mental health and career goals. You'll never feel alone on your path to success. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Babbel. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at babbel.com/TNC.
How did Babbel become the award-winning language learning app? We thought of you, all of you. Take Sierra. As a visual learner, she uses Babbel's wordplay videos. Malcolm is a listening learner, so he checks with Babbel's speech recognition to be however you learn. Babbel makes it easy. Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you text radio to 64,000. That's radio to 64,000.
Got wrecked? Got a pain in your neck? Thomas J. Henry is your next call. Thomas J. Henry has put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just 4 years. And we can help you too. Just look at our over 14,000 5-star reviews. The numbers and our clients speak for themselves. So if you've been in a car accident, visit ThomasJHenryLaw.com today. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal office in San Antonio.
Free products and services are the best. They're next to non-existent, though. But the next best thing does exist. Barter. Alamo Barter. Right here in San Antonio, if you have a business and provide a product or service, you can barter with hundreds of other businesses that are already members. From trips to a medical visit, restaurants, and home services, Alamo Barter is a great way for you to trade out your skills with others. Call Alamo Barter or visit them online at alamobarter.com. alamobarter.com.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Hey, it's Rob here. Join us. I'm going to be out here with the Blitz at Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits for a fun house tour. Bring your babies and enjoy free food for your pets. We got barbecue for you this Wednesday, July 23rd from 2 to 6 at Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. It's right off 35 in Selma.
It's Texas Quarter Horse Racing's biggest weekend at Retama Park. Friday is Summer Showdown with 7 incredible stakes races, and Saturday is Retama Park Derby and the $650,000 TQHA Futurity Race. Ever thought about owning an American quarter horse? The Texas Quarter Horse Sale is going on at Freeman Coliseum Friday and Saturday, and it's free to attend. Enjoy terrace dining along with San Antonio's best sports bar, Clubhouse 95. Live music every Friday night. Visit retamapark.com for all the details.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning, northwest side of town, I-10 westbound UTSA Boulevard. We've still got heavy delays through the area. Early this morning, a dump truck fire that's been extinguished. Still have that disabled vehicle, and only the far left lane is open, so it's causing delays back to Wurzbach. Still about a 55-minute delay. So Vance Jackson, still a good alternate route. It's not too overloaded right now. We're also noticing some onlooker delays on the eastbound side, checking out all that smoke. So just please keep on moving. 281 northbound Bassey, disabled vehicle in the right lane. On I-10 eastbound, that connector to 37. The connector partially blocked with the stall. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys have opened training camp in Oxnard, California. Cornerback Trayvon Diggs, Josh Butler, and rookie Shavon Ravel Jr., as well as DeMarvion Overshone, are all working back from injuries. In college football news, the Big 12 Conference has declined the Memphis Tigers' proposal of over $200 million to join the conference. Memphis would have waived their media rights revenue for a period of time if they were allowed to join. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Synergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
9:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I'll tell you what, I love coming to work in the morning looking at where I'm going to be working next week. Watching Cowboys front and center. You forget after we've been away from it.
Is it
the
cold
level
there right
of
now?
Dallas. It's in the 50s.
It'll be cold.
It's in the high 50s in the morning, and it'll get up dang near to almost to 80. Man, it's going to be. I might have to take a long sleep.
It's going to be chilly. Like last year, we were like shivering in the morning.
In the morning, it's cold. It legitimately is breezy
no
cold.
nothing.
And ordinarily, by the time we would go to camp, we'd gone through a July of like 17 straight 105 days, and just landing there was just this summer hasn't been so awful that I feel like I'm escaping the oven.
Well, hopefully it's just not raining the whole time. That's the because it's been raining here all summer.
Well, there is no rain in Southern California.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a song.
Well, I don't think that's true, but I think it does rain sometimes.
Look at the burnt land. I mean, how much rain could they get?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like that it's not hot, but I don't like doing the show outside and being like,
and it's a little nippy. Well, you'll come back to the August oven. You'll appreciate that 59 degrees when it's 106 in the shade.
Now we talked about they're showing it now. J.J. Watt came out in defense of Micah Parsons in a way, mostly talking about Jerry, because Jerry's saying even if they did sign him, doesn't mean they'll have him because he was hurt 6 games last year, even though he only missed 4 games last year actually. And then he said, and I made Dak the richest player in football, and he missed 2/3 of the year.
He up and went and got hurt.
Now JJ says, anytime you publicly take a dig at your star quarterback and your star pass rusher simultaneously right before the season begins, you just got to take it. Nothing makes guys want to fight for you more than hearing how upset you are that they got hurt while fighting for you. That is an interesting decision by Jerry to like.
He said the things you say behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He said the things we all know. Yeah, that sucks. But you don't say it out loud. It's not his fault. But you do go behind the scenes and go, damn it, I cannot believe. I paid 2 dudes this year, and both of them aren't playing today.
Yeah, kind of an odd choice. But
for Dak, I think Dak doesn't give a damn what he says. Dak's, shoot, I'm already set. I got my contract. You don't like it? Tough. It's all guaranteed. So I don't think that falls off Dak's back. Now, Micah, on the other hand, I think that's something you do take exception to. If I'm Micah, like, all right, now we're negotiating. I got you. You.
It's funny. I was listening to JJ talk about the new deal that TJ just signed. TJ just signed a 3-year, $123 million contract. JJ in 12 years made $129.7 million.
But I know, but times have changed, certainly.
I know, but it's just brutal that.
But JJ never had to wait. The Texans came to him with the money. He never had to hold out. He never had to do anything. He was the golden child. And he earned it. I mean, he deserved what he got, but he never had to go through what his brother just went through. He certainly never went through what Micah's gone through for the last year. The moment it was time to pay him, they gave him every penny they could and could have given him more if they were allowed to.
Absolutely.
So he comes to it from a very different point of view.
And I would argue that, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's probably close, but I would argue JJ was a better player than TJ.
I think that,
and certainly meant more to his franchise than TJ. JJ was the Houston Texans.
Yeah, and that's why they lined up to give him the money. He meant that much more. So I'm a forgive him that statement because I feel like, dude, you don't quite get it unless you're inside the locker room. I don't know what his relationship is with Dak, but dude, you never had to work for it. You never had to hold out. You never had to act mad. As soon as you were available to it, they rolled the Brinks truck up to your house. So speak to it, and he deserved it. I'm not mad at him for that, but don't come and talk about other people's negotiating when you never had to go through it.
Yeah, but it is. I see his point.
Oh, I do too.
And also remember now, JJ is JJ's now a talking head. He's a media type.
And if I'm Micah, I might take exception to that. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Do you think I didn't want to play?
But he's right. It is a weird thing for an owner to because it's not like no one thinks that Micah was malingering, right?
No, and I fall back on. Jerry would much rather have the spotlight on him saying something weird like that than let's talk about Shoddy and his absolute inexperience. Let's talk about your head coach who's never done anything in 25 years other than help.
109er says, oh no, AJ, TJ is on another level, LT status if he wins a Super Bowl. Remember, J.J. Watt won 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards in 4 seasons. I don't know. I mean, I think they're probably close to equal. I think.
Who would you have drafted? If they both were coming out and you were drafting for your defense, who'd you draft?
I would have taken JJ. I say that. I mean, neither one of them was a guy coming out that I was like, thought would be really great. But now seeing what I've seen, I think JJ's a better player.
You know, the Cowboys could have drafted TJ. We decided to draft Taco Charlton instead.
Oh. Well, when the Texans drafted JJ, people in Houston called him the pizza boy. So they said, we just drafted some pizza boy. You know?
I'm here for your order.
No, I think that JJ is, in the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years, the only guy better than him is Aaron Donald.
I would not argue. And above and beyond that, just like Donald was for L.A., JJ was so much more than a football player. I mean, he became part of the city, part of the fabric of that city because of his play and the unfulfilled possibilities that were there. I'll never forget watching him apologize to Deshaun Watson as they were walking off the field. Like, dude, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
And, he knew it. Like, we just blew this shot. We blew it. We had the chance, and we couldn't do it.
Yep.
I'll never forget that.
All right. Moving on, though, from the Cowboys finding a way to peeve players right before camp, which is kind of golden when you think about it.
Don't play in traffic, Micah.
Yeah, I'll get hit by a car. I wanted to go through this real quick. CBS had a winners and losers from Summer League. And the first winner they throw out there, Yang Hansen.
Unexpected. The dude could play, man. I was dead wrong on this one.
He
dead
was
wrong.
11 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. But they say an elite passer for a big man. And it's funny because this guy, whoever wrote this, let's see, it's Cameron Salerno, says, when this pick was made, I was initially shocked because I thought Yang would be a mid-second round pick. It was a bold decision. I wrote about on draft night that this pick could age as one of the best or the worst picks in their history. Although Summer League's a small sample size, it appears Portland made the right decision. Regardless, Yang looks like a player you can stay up late to watch on a random Tuesday night on League Pass. For that, he's a major winner.
I could not everything. I laughed at that draft pick. I thought, what? You're appeasing an audience, not a team. And the dude's got game. He does. He's got it.
They're calling him Chinese Jokic.
He deserves it.
I love it.
He's got handle, though. I mean, the dude's he's quicker. Those passes are coming from the periphery into the paint, not out. I mean, he can do a lot of stuff.
Says losers, top rookies bowing out early, which, I mean, I don't know. We've kind of come to expect it, but it says Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper played in just 2 games. VJ Edgecombe played in 1. Ace Bailey didn't even play in Vegas after playing a couple games in Salt Lake City. It says the good news is if you're a fan of the Hornets or someone who wanted to watch Con Kneifel play, he played the whole time, even though it didn't seem like, none of these guys have a whole lot to prove.
No.
But I'd like to see guys play somewhere between what Cooper and Dylan played and what Con Kneifel played. I don't want you to play all 6 games. I don't want you to be out there but I wouldn't mind seeing.
I don't know how you enforce it. I agree.
No,
I think
there's no way to enforce it. It's just a matter of.
I think there should be a gentleman's agreement that everybody's going to play at least until you feel like your team has either been eliminated or into the playoffs, or whatever their playoff system is. So it might be 4 games. Everybody got to play the first 4, and if you're out, we get it. But then you get into how many minutes does he have to play? Does he just have to start, or does he have to play 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Are we selling tickets for, if you want to win this thing, you play your rookies. If you don't want to win, you just make sure they're what you thought you drafted and let them go away.
And as good as Cooper Flagg looked, as good as Con Kneifel looked, they were not the most impressive white boy former Dookie at the Summer League because
the Portland dude.
The MVP,
right?
Kyle Filipowski, the MVP of the Summer League. Filipowski, leading scorer, 29.3 points per game, 7.7 rebounds, 2.3 assists.
He absolutely destroyed the Spurs. I mean, he absolutely destroyed us. He did everything but win the game. Thanks goodness for Riley Minnick's fadeaway, or that would have been our loss early on. Yeah, he was dominant.
I would imagine he only started 27 games last year for Utah. I would imagine he becomes one of their full-time guys.
I think so. I think that there's a lot there. Now, he's limited physically. There's a reason why he didn't get all that. And he was going against guys that were rookies.
Sure.
And second-year guys should look like they're the best guy on the court. But coming out of Duke, he was a poor man's Cooper Flagg. Now, we didn't know that at the time, but he does a little bit of everything, and he's got an edge to him. I think one of the things that held him back, remember the story about that his girlfriend. Remember that? That was a little weird last year. And I think remember he had an older girlfriend that kind of locked him
was
down.
like kind of like
his
controlling his finances or something. Yeah,
very
I
strange.
that.
So I do think there was a little bit of that kind of holding him back last year that I think he's gotten a little past.
They call loser Dalton Connect. Says one of the many second-year players I had my eyes on was Dalton Connect. I thought Summer League would be a great opportunity for him to grow and solidify himself as the best second-year player on the roster. That was not the case.
He already tried to trade him, though.
Yeah, he might just be a bum.
He's not a bum. The guy can shoot. I mean, he's playing. His point guard had his own point to prove.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I get it, but dude, at some point, like, what's been good about him so far?
Not much. And keep in mind, he's a 5-year college guy that, got better every year and finally landed in a place that.
Which a 5-year college guy you'd expect to be more NBA ready.
Or never NBA ready.
That's what I'm saying. Right. And, like, they took this guy early enough where it looks like maybe he shouldn't have.
I think he can shoot, and there's a place in this league for dudes that can shoot.
He better start showing that he can shoot.
Because he shot against us.
He can shoot in college, but what you did in college doesn't really matter once you.
They've already got him in Austin Reeves. Now the reason he's already been duplicated. Now I think they hope that at some point he could develop to becoming an all-around player like Reeves, and he's not. That's just not him. But he can shoot. He can score. There's a place in the league for him. It's not in L.A. They knew that last year. they already tried to get rid of him.
Winner. Ron Holland, and this is scary. If you like the Pistons, they're coming. He says there might not be a rising sophomore I'm buying stock in more than Holland. His athleticism's never been in question. Part of the reason why the Pistons picked him at 5. Elite motor with potential to become an impactful two-way player. It's the shooting that has always been a question mark, dating back to his time with the G League Ignite. Shot just 24% from the three-point line during his rookie year. Looked uncomfortable doing so. However, in Vegas, he shot 46.7% on 15 attempts while averaging 22 points and 6 boards. Ron Holland might be the real deal, too. And,
Not might.
The Pistons, it's almost like getting another draft pick.
And he wasn't a bust last year, but he was challenged offensively. But he is a bull. He's a man among boys in high school when he came out. And yeah, I'm not surprised with his progress, and he's going to fit right in Detroit. I thought Holland had a great one. We're talking about under-the-radar dudes. Nick Smith for the Hornets. Look out for him. Nick Smith, I thought, low-key, while we look at Kneipel and P.J. Hall, Nick Smith is going to be a player on that team. He's the other low-key guy that proved to me that, yes, he's an NBA type.
Loser, and this goes to this speaks to why what I say I'd like to see these guys play more. Well, this can happen. Derek Queen, it's not like a nightmarish injury, but he had to have surgery to repair a torn ligament in his wrist. He's gonna miss the start of training camp. They're to put a 12-week timeline on him that puts his return around October. Not ideal for practice basketball or whatever they want to call it.
But I do think that they're not unhappy with him. I think
he looked good while he was on the floor.
He's worth the wait. He's such a different kind of player than Zion. He's a heady, different kind of dude. And once they get him on the court, that team's going to be a whole lot better because they're going to have to play a different way.
And then they say winner Sacramento Kings look like they may have gotten the steal of the draft at pick number 24 in Neek Clifford. Kings entered day 1 of the draft without a first-round pick. One of the worst-kept secrets in league circles was Sacramento's desire to trade into the draft. Clifford, a projected mid-round first pick, fell to the end of the first. Sacramento traded with Oklahoma City to move up to get the guard out of Colorado State. Clifford did a bit of everything for Sacramento, playmaking, rebounding, scoring, and played high-level defense with a team that projects to have multiple score-first guards, such as Malik Monk, DeMar DeRozan, and Zach LaVine on the roster. Clifford can slot into the Kings' rotation immediately and play a role as a defensive guy.
All right. I'm not that high on him. But, yeah, he was a bucket and a player at Colorado State. I'll give every bit of that.
If you're the guy you picked 24th, looks like a baller, you did good.
Yeah, I think, but the bar's kind of low in Sacramento, so any modicum of success there would have been greatly appreciated. Yeah, he might be really, really good. I don't know enough to say either way. I didn't see him play enough.
The 109er still making arguments for T.J. Watt. He says after he wins a Super Bowl, the argument can be made
I'll
that
give you
he's
that.
LT. The Steelers
He is never going to be LT.
The Steelers aren't winning a Super Bowl.
But I will entertain that level of greatness if he does.
Not in TJ Watt's time there, they're not winning a Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback, right?
There's a lot of did you know?
Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I was talking with Vic earlier about water softeners, and we were talking about the kind of water we want. And he said, the kind of water I want is that water that feels soft. It's almost like lotion when it hits you, and when you're done, you feel like you've been caressed by soft water. I said, that's Connecticut. That's why you go get a Connecticut, because if you don't, hard water just wears on you. It's like standing in front and getting sandblasted in the shower. Not quite that bad, but I'll tell you, there is some leftover. If you want to prove it, look in the bottom of your dog's dish. If you got a white powder at the bottom of your dog's dish, or you got that powder on all those dishes coming out of your dishwasher, your water treatment system is not working, and you will pay a price. Whether it's buying a new refrigerator, replacing the ice maker, and all those lines running to it, you're going to pay for it unless you're taking care of your water. And there's no better than Connecticut. And there's no better time than now to get a Connecticut. Because right now, for 90 days, you can have one in your home to see what I'm talking about, free of charge if you're already plumb for such things. And once you do buy, you're going to have great financing available with good credit. Man, you don't have to pay a penny in interest. Then there's money in your old water softener. You've got it up to $400. And finally, a reverse osmosis drinking station at your sink just for buying the very best. What are you waiting on? Connecticut's been taking care of me and my family for as long as I remember. Whether you're on a water system or you're on a well, you cannot do better than Connecticut. Call them today at 656-PURE, ConnecticutSA.com for all them details. But if it's time to get the water softener, or if you're wanting to get the very best, call Connecticut today, and I know you're going to thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you get into your midday commute, still busy. 35 northbound, Thousand Oaks. That's a stall right lane, about a 25-minute delay. It's causing delays back to Rittiman. I-10 westbound, Dezavala, disabled vehicle, right center lane blocked. On I-10 westbound at UTSA Boulevard, that is a dump truck fire that was extinguished. Still has just the far left lane open. It's a 40-minute delay. Your backup starts at Medical, so Vance Jackson still a good alternate route. 410 eastbound Fredericksburg Road, that stalls off to the shoulder, and I-10 eastbound, the connector to 37. That stall has the connector partially blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Texas Department of Transportation. If you think you need to speed, keep in mind that officers are out in force this month, reminding drivers to slow down or pay up. It's called Operation Slowdown. Speeding can cost you time, money, and hassle. It's just not worth it. A message from TxDOT.
George gets justice. Summers are heating up in San Antonio, and so is the traffic. Highways are packed, and everyone's racing out of town until a car wreck ruins your summer. If you've been injured in a car wreck, you need to get George at George Salinas Injury Lawyers. George fights to get you every dollar you deserve. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers at 210-225-0909 or visit GetGeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
What we've been doing is pulling one of the people that sells a car every month and giving them a prize.
Give Me the VIN is giving away $25,000 in cash every month.
David Ling sold your car last
I sold a 2020 RX 350.
Yep. Yeah. Open that check up and tell me what it says.
$25,000.
$25,000. Give me that. David Ling of Claremont, California is the latest winner in GimmeTheVin.com's big cash giveaway. $25,000. What am I getting for being here? No purchase necessary. For official rules, go to GimmeTheVin.com. Sell us your car.
South Texas summer is no joke. With temperatures in the triple digits, your roof takes a beating. Call Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. They're local, family-owned, and ready to help. Get a free, no-obligation roof inspection from a team that knows South Texas weather. Whether it's commercial or residential, a small repair, or a whole new roof, get peace of mind with Stevens Roofing. Call 210-785-0994 today. Stevens Stevens Roofing has you covered.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-499-9102. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-499-9102. That's 800-499-9102. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Evan Cohen here. According to a recent ZipRecruiter survey, 76% of employers plan to expand headcount for 2025. If you're one of these employers, add ZipRecruiter's latest feature, Zip Intro, to your hiring plan. It does most of the work for you, so you save time. Just pick a time, and Zip Intro finds and schedules qualified candidates for you. You can even meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Oh, listen to it, Rob. Oh.
Music will change the world, baby.
God, I love REM. Oh, is it?
On your knees, boy. Did you see it was 40 years ago for a Live Aid last week?
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
All right, she moves in mysterious ways. Oh.
Oh, now I'm going to take my wig off and do NXS songs.
Next year we'll get Oasis and Coldplay.
Yeah.
All in one show.
I'm not going to a Coldplay show. I can tell you that much. Unless I go
just
with my
don't
wife.
take your Sancha.
I'm only going with my wife
right?
for the
Don't take your
Coldplay
Sancha.
show. Yeah, I can't do
And
that.
if the camera hits you, just act as if. Don't act like you've suddenly you're a cockroach with a flashlight
That's
turned on you.
not the way.
If they'd have just looked
Play
at
it cool.
the camera would have just kept moving. But
just go like this.
Yeah.
Just point
Yeah, there you go.
carry on.
That's right.
Act guilty.
Yeah, that's how it seems to go.
Now you're unemployed.
Unfortunately, fortunately, someone from the Bill Cosby Show died. Unfortunately, it was the wrong guy.
I know, Theo.
Yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Man, I'll admit, that kind of got me. I had to, when I heard that. No, a lot of times you hear stars and you're like, oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
Theo. Oh,
yeah. He's not that old. He's 54 years old.
That's how old I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Don't go swimming in Costa Rica, Vic.
That's why I don't go anywhere.
He died in Costa Rica. That's like my nightmare too. Is like
Going somewhere like
dying
that.
in a foreign country. No
Yeah.
thanks.
Nope.
He was there with his daughter vacationing, and all they're saying right now is accidental drowning. My guess is it was some sort of he got injured in the water, hit his head on the boat or something.
Riptide got him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was a rip current. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man. It is a bummer. He leaves behind a wife and a daughter, chose to not publicly share their names, always keeping his private life private, and that is even in death.
What was he doing? What other than living off residual? Well, there's no Cosby Show rerun, so he wasn't even able to live off that.
Well, I don't think so.
He was in a few,
yeah, he'd done some stuff.
Is he a musician? I seem to think. Didn't he play Is he playing in bands?
I don't know that he played any bands, but he did that show. He did the Malcolm and Eddie show.
I don't even know what that is.
It was like a sitcom, and then he did the. No, you know what? He did do music. He won a Grammy.
I think so. He's like a bass player, right?
But he also was he voiced the Magic School Bus cartoon. And I think lately he's been doing like a podcast. So.
It leaves the bass world mourning a gifted player who blended jazz, R&B, poetry, and a deep passion for the music.
Oh, yeah, and he was also in Suits.
Was he really?
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was a prison counselor there.
I hadn't kept up with him.
Yeah.
Sadly, I feel like I should have kept up.
By the way, did you see that CEO from the Coldplay concert? He resigned.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I mean, I hate to make folly of another person's folly, but, man.
You deserved it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But it certainly sucks for him. I feel bad.
Go out
I mean, I don't know what his wife might have brought it on herself. I don't know. But I do know that I don't want to make folly of somebody else's folly, but God.
Yeah.
Pay the price, man.
It tends to go that way, but yeah, that's I was maybe I guess I was a little surprised that he resigned. I figured he'd eat it for a little while.
I'm part owner. Y'all can go away. What are you talking about? I own a place.
I'll fire this HR
gal. You don't like me? I'll fire you too.
Matt Leinart came out and talked about a date that he had. Yeah, Matt Leinart apparently fumbled. Matt Leinart went on a date with Rihanna. Not recently. He's talking about this back in the day. He was he's doing this podcast called Throwbacks, and it's what's the guy's name from Entourage?
Piven?
No, the guy that played Turtle on Entourage is now skinny, and he does a podcast with Matt Leinart called Throwbacks. And apparently he was talking about went on a date with with Rihanna, and was feeling good about things. He said the odds already weren't in his favor after 2 previous attempts, but what really put the nail in the coffin was I had a effing ginormous blister on my lip from being out in the sun too long. He said he got plenty of assurance from his buddies that it wasn't a big deal, but he admitted it impacted his entire interaction with Riri to the point where he couldn't even make eye contact with her.
Well, I don't think man, a mouth sore is kind of a deal breaker.
Yeah. That,
I mean, you go to pick her up and she's got some kind of big open wound on her lips.
Leinart said that he did get the thumbs up from his wife to share the story. And even she said he was an idiot for the whole ordeal.
So he and A$AP Rocky share the same roster.
Well
done, man.
I think A$AP Rocky
probably went a little bit further.
Got a little further along.
Didn't have an open wound on his lips.
Yeah. Dude. So he said, "Oh, no open wound. You can put a baby in me.
You don't have some kind of festering sore on your face.
You can put a baby in me then."
Second date.
Yes. Shaq is kind of a hater, I think.
Well, especially if you're RG3.
Shaq says Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion, who are now a couple, apparently, he says it won't last. He says they'll be broken up long before the NBA season even starts.
So you're picking fights and now you're giving love advice?
No. He said 6 weeks. Crowd understood what he mean. He said 6 weeks tops. 6 weeks.
Did he say why?
No, didn't really say why. But they seem to be very happy. They revealed their relationship on Instagram.
It did pop up over the weekend.
And they've been posting gym videos together of them working out together. Megan said, "We met and it was such a meet cute. It was like a effing movie. I won't tell you how and I won't tell you when, but it was a movie." She also called him the nicest person I've ever met in my life.
I have wonderful dreams of Megan Thee Stallion throwing the first pitch out. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a well-timed, well-executed throw.
Yes. But yeah, so Shaq, not a believer. Not a believer. I don't know.
Not a hater. Don't you believe in love, Shaq?
I see what you did there.
Yeah. See, tin roof rusted.
By the way, did you guys see Travis Hunter's?
The breakdown, the girlfriend on
I didn't see
the
that.
weeping girlfriend. Who'd have thought that would happen?
The weeping wife.
Oh, wifestress. That's right. He's wifed her up. That's
they're
right.
Married.
Yeah, she's not happy with him.
But she's opening up on her growth after her experience with social media scrutiny. She married Hunter in May.
I didn't know that.
Posted the clip over the weekend showing her having a bit of a mental breakdown, wiping away tears from her face. I wish I could go back and hug December me because, oh, baby, God was about to change your heart in the most important and beautiful way. I don't even recognize this girl anymore. The amount you can grow and develop in just 6 months of devoting your life to Jesus and getting away from the shackles of the real world or of the world and social media is truly astounding. She went on to say she hopes everyone finds peace in their lives and is able to learn to block the outside noise, especially when it comes to how others perceive you.
Did she?
It's easy to say that now that you got the ring.
Yeah. Did you mention the fact that you married into a multimillionaire?
Yeah.
The easiest way to unplug and find Jesus is to have $1 million in the bank.
Yeah, that certainly helps quite a bit.
And then how social media avoid that, but make sure you're telling me you're avoiding it while you're on social media.
Yes,
So make sure
yes. Post the video of you on social media saying,
keep your toe in the pool. Don't completely dry off. I mean, but yeah.
I was once so immature.
I want them to be a happy couple.
But now I'm a new man. I'm a new woman,
What does Shaq think about this?
6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Does Shaq think 6 weeks? Okay.
6 weeks tops.
I trust him.
Is what it seems. All right. We had, I got one more. I don't know. Maybe, Vic, you would know this guy if anybody. I'm not. I'm Cash Out. Are you familiar with this guy? Cash Out, the rapper?
Yeah, I think so. Let me see.
He was found guilty of rape and sex trafficking charges last week. He's going to spend the rest of his life in prison.
He got diddied?
Yeah. Except it seems way worse. But not only that, Linda Smith, Cash Out's mother.
Oh, not Cash Out, Cash App? Cash
Out.
Oh, not, okay.
But the S in cash is $1.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean.
But she was also convicted as a co-defendant and sentenced to 30 years.
It was a RICO case?
Like,
whoa!
How do you approach your mom about this business venture? Like, all right, Mom. Like, if I came to my mom with an investment idea, she'd like want me to map out what I want to do. Like I say, okay, maybe we're gonna get into some real estate, maybe open a business. Imagine like, all right, Mom, I got an idea. We're gonna traffic these women, and the mom's like, okay, all right. And what kind of money are we talking?
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, let's do it, son. And what? Well, now,
you're kidding.
Now they're going to prison together.
Life.
Going to prison together.
He got life plus 70.
Yeah, he ain't getting out. He ain't getting out.
They were going to give him 25 with a plead out.
And he didn't take it?
He took his day in court. In fact, his judge argued, hey, man, don't make him pay the court penalty of trying to prove his name innocent in court. He could have pled out at 25. Just give him that. I'll tell you what, how about life plus 70?
The sentencing judge said Cash Out was responsible for the very worst of human behavior, causing PTSD, depression, and anxiety, according to his victim's testimony. So, through the book. All right, let's take our last break of the day, friends, and when we come back, oh, yes, it's the Daily Lines. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
How'd you feel this morning? Did you wake up okay? Nothing bothering you, keeping you out of life? If that is you, carry on. You're doing things right, or at least for now. If you woke up like me, probably a little sore, something might be keeping you out of life, like maybe it's a painful injury. Have you pulled a muscle, a little honeydew action, got a bad hip, bad shoulder? Maybe it's a lower back issue. I'm bringing up all these things because so many of us live with these because they're minor until they're not. You don't have to live with any of it. Arostia is here to fix that and fix it fast. They're all around San Antonio. They accept most insurances, and it works. I'm living proof. So if you're dealing with lower back injuries, maybe it's a sprain or a strain, or maybe you got something to do this weekend that you just can't move around right. Let me tell you, Arostia will take care of you and get it done. You know, the thing about Arostia is it's unique. It has nothing to do with medications to hide the pain, certainly not surgery to prolong it. I'm talking about your body fixing itself, and it works ridiculously quickly. On average, under 4 visits gets people back in the game. Again, I'm living proof. I had lower back issues. Found out with my first appointment that it wasn't my back, it was my hamstrings. They fixed the problem. The lower back issues went away, and now I am a master of my lower back. I know when the problems are coming, and I know how to fix it because I went to Arostia. I want that for you. If you're dealing with pain, call them today. You can get in today. They're all around San Antonio. If you're looking one close, go to arostia.com, or you can call them right now, 1-800-404-6050. But listen, if you're in pain, get yourself fixed. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. There's a fix. It's called Arostia. Call them now. You'll be fixed soon, and you can come on by and thank me later.
The College of Healthcare Professionals and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Guys feeling exhausted? It could be low testosterone. Get your energy back with TRT at Synergenics and Low T Center. Right now, get a free T-test and save over $100. Don't wait. This offer ends July 31st. Book your test today at fixmylowt.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
It's Jason and Joe from the Blitz. Join us at Circa Las Vegas in August for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest Weekend.
The Blitz will be live at Circa August 21st and 22nd, and then we're staying for the weekend. Come to Vegas with us for the Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Circa Survivor and Circa Million are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. So join the Blitz at Circa Las Vegas.
Details and discounted rooms with promo code BLITZ available online at sasportstar.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Hey, that's the spirit. Right now, we're celebrating free with a free STP oil filter when you buy 5 quarts of oil and free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 rotors. Like always, free battery testing, charging, and recycling at every store. Celebrate free at AutoZone, now through July 28th. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
my debit card.
Their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A., member FDIC.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teacher Mr. Torres.
Put me and just one Clorox wipe on a team, we can take on crayon smudges, sticky fingerprints on every surface, sneezes on the door handle, juice box explosion by the sink, snack crumbs, and don't even get me started on the bathroom passes.
Clorox disinfecting wipes, teacher's #1 wipe.
Think about it. Bathroom passes.
Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
Eczema flaring up again? We have good news. Exoderm. If you or someone you love suffers from eczema or dermatitis, get Exoderm, the common sense answer for eczema. This stuff really does work. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives. Take back control of your eczema with affordable, fast-acting Exoderm Flare Control Cream. Exoderm. It's in the first aid aisle of your local Walmart, H-E-B, and other fine stores.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
I just got to say this, though. As I'm looking through ESPN today, the headline, Bronny scores 17 points and the Lakers lost. Oh, wow.
This man is in his feelings. I wonder why.
It's because of Bronny.
Did you know that the Clippers were playing the Lakers yesterday?
I had no clue.
Exactly. Bronny has earned it.
Bronny has earned it.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's the end of the show as we know it.
And I feel fine.
End of the show as we know it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna nap.
This is so they had this song.
Yes.
And Billy Joel had "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the Billy Joel doc on HBO Max?
I've not seen it.
Pretty good.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good. Billy Joel's been kind of hit and miss with me. Sometimes I really like it, and other stuff I just think is fabulous. But interesting story.
I don't like Billy Joel.
That's how he kind of really.
He seems like a prick to me.
Oh, he's kind of a Brooklyn Bulldog. I mean, he's a fighter.
I don't like him.
But the comparisons. He came along right about the same time as Bruce Springsteen, and they interview Bruce and they talk and certainly there's a lot of Billy, and there's this mutual respect that I certainly they're neither one of them are like the other.
They're both kind of knockoff Bob Dylan.
Well, to some of that, both of them are kind of poets who write, but they do it very differently, and the respect that I could hear from both from one to the other, I found very interesting because, Springsteen was going to be the Dylan with an electric guitar, taking it to the next level, and when Billy Joel was coming up, they couldn't quite figure out where to put him, so. The first time he kind of made a break and was going to do it on his own, they hired the Elton John band, and he was like, "I'm not Elton John. Don't even, it didn't work." For a couple of records, and Springsteen was laughing at it, like, they tried to make him Elton John. We all knew that wasn't going to work. Good series, I recommend it.
Have you watched the Poop Cruise documentary?
I refuse to, man. I've got enough reasons not to take the cruise. I don't need to have everything proven to me, and certainly I don't need volcanic poop coming out of the toilets and people peeing on me
from full of "I told you so."
Oh my God! Yeah. Every reason why I'm never going to take a cruise is right there in that 1 hour.
I want to watch it.
Speaking of, Netflix is blowing up the cruise industry. So not only do they have that going, like. You can go on a cruise and live in squalor and feces for a week.
Okay.
Or they have the other one that's also debuted this week of just a girl that just disappears off of a boat. So you can either
she
go
was
on a
thrown
poop
overboard.
cruise or either fall
is that
off.
the Amy Bradley?
Yeah, or end up in some kind of sex slave in Curacao. I mean, I'm never getting on a boat, man.
I told you. That's why I don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere for that.
And I know you cruisers out there. It's almost like if you combine cruising and pickleball, we'd have a full-on cult. One it would never go away. But I know you cruisers out there, you love it. But how many of y'all have gotten Legionnaire's disease, thrown off a boat, or I mean, remember the COVID boats? I mean, I can name so many reasons why I will never do it.
Huge nightmare.
Unless, of course, one of those fine companies would like to sponsor this fair show, and then I'll be a cruiser.
Yeah. I still haven't watched the quarterback documentary either.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
The first year was better.
Okay.
I mean, and again, you're kind of looking into the rearview mirror from last year, and some of it's interesting to watch the week to week, especially watch the decline of Kirk Cousins, just to watch.
Yeah.
Because remember when he had just about a perfect game in like week 2, they went up to the Vikings and beat them in Minnesota, and Kirk Cousins looked like, oh my gosh, this worked.
Yeah.
Within 3 weeks, he's on the bench.
Yeah.
And watching that decline, him just fall off the side of the mountain, and they couldn't quite figure out why.
Well, I mean, he's playing for the Falcons.
Well, it was him. It was the team. It was nothing individual. It's just a bunch of little stuff, and you can kind of see how it happened.
They were in a hurry to get Michael Penix in there.
There's a lot of it, and he was to blame too. But that was probably the most, apart from Jared Goff's girlfriend,
or
wifestress, the most interesting part of the.
Remember I told you about the Yogurt Shop Murders documentary?
Down.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
They announced a release date.
So it's
August 3rd.
Oh.
Is gonna, but
that's when King of the Hill gets released, I think.
Here's the problem, though. Because it's on Max or HBO, it's released one episode at a time.
Oh, man.
We're getting the drip and not the Netflix.
How many episodes?
4-part documentary.
So we're going to start watching it
from
September.
the 3rd to the 25th. It's on.
Okay.
So,
yeah, it will start at September.
Yeah. Pisses me off.
I don't like the week.
I know. I just want to I want to binge.
Well, the new King of the Hill is going to come out, like all of them, all the episodes.
Once?
Yeah, drop them. Good.
Good.
Yep.
That's the way it should.
That's the way it should be.
That's the way it ought to be. That's the way God intended TV to be made. Like it's like we finally figured out this is the way people want to consume TV, and it's like, oh, that's great.
I don't want to wait a week.
Let's go back to the old way of making people wait. That's dumb.
I've watched 5 years worth of Animal Kingdom in the last week and a half.
That's the way it should be, man. I guess maybe they're thinking oh, if they have a subscription, it's another month they could have to keep it or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I get HBO for free because it comes with my cell phone plan, so I don't even pay for HBO. But
is it worth it just to wait? Because I'm just going to wait for a month and just binge it instead of the drip.
I mean,
it's personal preference.
It's about crime that happened in 1991.
I don't think anything's going to change.
No, I think the story is what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to wait, even though I've been so excited to watch this. Yeah. But again, I thought I was going to be able to watch it all at once. I thought it was going to be a 2-hour documentary. Sounds like that's not going to be the case.
It's a twist and turny case, though, man.
It is. It's a wild story. So
wait to hear
I'm excited, but you do have to wait a little while. All right, let's go ahead and knock it out, baby. Let's do the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
All righty. Major League Baseball. Tigers and the Pirates. Tigers, Casey Mize. Pirates, Mitch Keller. Tigers minus 130 favorites on the road. They got shut out yesterday by Paul Skeens. A 3-0 win for the Pirates. We did hit the under.
Got some bats to help him through.
Not a lot. 3 runs ain't nothing to write home about. But
1 is a massive upgrade. So, hey, I won some money with him yesterday.
Brandon Young goes for the Baltimore Orioles. They're in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. Joey Cantillo going for the Guardians. Maybe they'll change their name. Maybe they'll win more baseball games if they change their name. Minus 144, the Cleveland Guardians. San Diego Padres are at Miami. Stephen Kolek going for the Padres. Brother of Tyler Kolek, the
baller.
Yeah. No, I just made that up, but it might be. That'd be cool if it was. Yeah.
No.
Edward Cabrera going for the Marlins. They're Marlins minus 125. The Red Sox go with Richard Fitz. Dick Fitz, some would say.
You ever had the Dick Fitz?
If the Dick fits, it's pitching for the Red Sox today, I can tell you that much. Will it fit against?
I don't know.
Will it fill the Phillies? I don't know.
I just want you to go on.
Christopher Sanchez goes for the Phillies.
They're get in trouble if
they're minus 205 favorites. And then after the Dick Fitz, you get you chase that with the Burns, and Chase Burns goes for the Reds against the Nationals. Brad Lord goes for the Nationals. Reds minus 135 favorites. This I always got to be careful with this one.
More careful.
Cam Schlittler going for the Yankees against Max Scherzer and the Blue Jays.
So there's going to be a day when we're going to have Cam Schlittler pitching against Dick Fitz.
Dick Fitz, Cam Schlittler. And then they'll follow that up. They'll chase it with Burns.
Yes.
Chase Burns.
There we go.
The Jays are minus 120 favorites. The Angels are in New York taking on the Mets. Kyle Hendricks goes for the Angels. Frankie Montas for the Mets. Mets minus 175 favorites. Landon Roop and the Giants go to Atlanta to face Davis Daniel, made-up person, and the Atlanta Braves. Braves still minus 120 favorites, though. Davis Martin goes for the White Sox. Drew Rasmussen for the Rays. Rays minus 230. Close one there. JT Ginn goes for the Athletics. Jacob deGrom for the Rangers. Rangers minus 225 favorites at home. Not as big of favorites, though, as how crazy is that? We got a minus 225 and a minus 230. Those aren't even the biggest favorites today. Chicago Cubs hosting the Kansas City Royals. Matthew Boyd pitching for the Cubs. 46-year-old Rich Hill has been called up to pitch for the Kansas City Royals.
Oh, I wonder if I can find him on a DFS.
46?
Find anything for Rich Hill.
This guy's older than me, and he's pitching in Major League Baseball.
I hope he's a knuckler. I hope he comes with some kind of nasty knuckle.
He's going to come fireballing.
You
put
lefty. Snot on the ball?
That's the only way you can do it. Cubs are minus 250 favorites. Now, no one believes in Rich Hill? No one believes they're going to make a movie about this on Disney? Come on, guys. Eric Fetty and the Cardinals take on Bradley Blaylock and the Rockies. Cardinals minus 160 on the road. Mariners send Logan Gilbert to the hill against the Brewers. Brewers going with Jacob Mizorowski, the all-star Jacob Mizorowski. How about this? Mariners favored, minus 125. That should be a good game. I like the under, but, man, they knocked it down from 7 to 6.5. Under 6.5, you can get plus money. It's a good pitching matchup, though, with Logan Gilbert and Jacob Mizorowski. Fromber going for the Stros tonight. He's in Arizona taking on the Diamondbacks. Eduardo Rodriguez going for the D-backs. Astros minus 120 road favorites. And Simeon Woods Richardson pitching for the Twins. They're in L.A. taking on the Dodgers. Yoshinobu Yamamoto going for the Dodgers. Dodgers minus 230 favorites. There's also the inevitable return of lady basketball tonight. Sparks plus 3 in Washington, taking on the Mystics. The Indiana Fever. No Caitlin Clark. Thus, they are 11-point underdogs at Libbity Bibbity. Chicago Sky, they've got Angel Reese and everybody, and they're still 16-point dogs at Minnesota, taking on the Lynx. Seattle Storm hosts the Dallas Wings. Seattle's 9-point favorites, and the Las Vegas Aces take on the Atlanta Dream. They're in Vegas. Vegas, a 1-point home favorite. There you go, friends. That is the Daily Line, and that's it for our show. We're going to do it again tomorrow on a hump day. Hope you guys are ready for that. You know how we like to hump around these parts.
That's what you call going out with a bang, not a whimper.
Blitz coming up at 2. Be there or don't, but preferably be there.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
10-yard line. Touchdown Vegas. What a wild finish.
Your home for the NFL.
Missions fans, get ready for AARP $2 Tuesdays at Wolf Stadium, presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Enjoy $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more. Tonight, first pitch at 7:05 p.m. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at samissions.com.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place and